the magic this Christmas season with Virginia. Bring back the magic this Christmas season with Virginia. Bring back the magic this Christmas season with Virginia.
Hello and good morning, everyone. We are here at CITU in the labs for the CESAFI Esports League Season 1 main stages.
It's been a while since nakapakita ninyo. Was it 3 weeks na ba?
It was 3 weeks actually, Luis.
But then, we would like you
We would like you to know na daghan kaayog pasalamat ninyo for your viewers and undying support for CESAFI Esports League. And this wouldn't happen actually kung wala kayo dito. And for the Cebuanos, grabe yung support din talaga nila
kaya
sa atin.
nga, we see talaga how they supported our teams today.
Yeah, it's like Manila vibes.
Grabe
And of
talaga.
course, this event won't be made possible without our lovely sponsors, Virginia, Sky and Core, and of course, Atom Production, University of San Carlos, and CITU for this amazing place, right? And now, without further ado, we would like to introduce our casters into the series that will guide us through the series with their voices of excitement.
So we would like to
introduce Dumpster Fire and Dion.
Hello everybody, what's up? How you doing? It's
Good morning, my guys.
the first day of the
Yes, sir.
CESAFI Esports League playoffs. Cannot wait for some good Mobile Legends to come our way today.
It's been months, my guy, and yeah, welcome to CESAFI Esports 2022 playoffs, and we will be your casters for today. I'm Dion, and I'm here with Kuya Mo Dumpster Fire for the day. So this is a match in between our Titans of San Carlos, the USC, versus CITU, Martin.
Oh my god, what a matchup we have on our hands right now. The aggressiveness of CITU and the
sir.
consistency of USC. I'm actually so excited. I'm not even trying to cap here. I'm like super interested into watching this matchup.
They haven't lost a game. I mean, they have lost like a game in the series, but they haven't lost a single series in this tournament.
Yeah, they
Dumpster
remain
Fire.
undefeated, I believe.
Sir.
The only team to do so far in our first installment of the CESAFI Esports League Mobile Legends tournament.
So before anything else, we would like to thank, of course, our main sponsor for the tournament. This is Virginia Hot Dog. Martin, the best hot dog in the world.
Yeah, no, I love it, bro. Wala namang ibang gusto.
Wala na.
Virginia Hot Dog.
Hot dog talaga. So to everyone that's watching right now, continue to love and share the stream so that everyone will enjoy. You can comment down below or support your teams that are playing right now. You can comment down below as well to your friends that are MLBB enthusiasts for this game. But of course, this is CESAFI Esports 2022, and we'll kick off in a bit. So, Martin, what are your expectations for CITU against San Carlos, considering that they play in a style that's very aggressive?
Well, the first thing that we have to take into consideration is that these teams aren't completely oblivious of each other. They know they exist. They've gone up against each other, I believe, a couple times during the elimination rounds of the playoffs. So now, coming into the playoffs, I think both teams have game plans against each other. It just goes down to how well they can execute the strategies that they came up with. They've already gotten a read into their opponents, because I'm pretty sure people are still like, during the eliminations, that was already the best performance that they could be doing. So they weren't really hiding anything, or at least we don't know yet.
Yes, we don't
but
know yet.
I'm so excited to see how this pans out. Hopefully, they'll give us some really, really tight game. That's what we love to see.
A trick up their sleeves talaga for the side of CITU. I think they have it in their hands, considering that these teams have been playing scrims with each other lately.
Oh, really? I didn't know
sir.
that. They play scrims with each other? Oh,
Yeah.
that's
I'm just
interesting. I mean, like, it would have been interesting, though. It's not really far to see. Because looking at the ML scene we have here in Cebu recently, it's just, even though there is that sense of competitiveness, it's kind of like people just want people to improve.
Yes.
I see players talk after the game, say,
Yeah.
"Oh, this is
Sportsmanship.
you did this. This was really good. This really stopped me." And I feel like being able to learn is how we better ourselves as not only a community but as players. And that's how we get better players
Sir, indeed.
through learning things from others.
Growing as a group, kung tawagin.
Exactly.
And of course, to everyone that's watching, to support your teams, you can comment down below, go USC. And for the side of CIT, you can comment down below, go CIT.
CIT.
So let's see in the comment section down below, let's see who has more supporters for the side of CITU versus Southwestern University. So that's about it. We're about to enter into our game, Martin, and I hope everyone is excited as we are right now. And let's go to the game. RTZ. Yes, sir.
Alright, here we have our
Yes, sir.
entrance of players, the USC team, if I'm not mistaken, coming
Sir.
into their booths, ready to give us some hot Mobile Legends.
Did you see that sunglasses?
Those sunglasses
The face
got
of
me
a
giggling, bro.
beast, Martin.
Absolutely, he said, got those sunglasses ready to go. He saw that camera in there and was just ready. Just puts them on, walks in. This is my game.
Yes,
this
sir.
is my time. He walks into
He
that.
went RTZ mode for
Oh
that.
yeah, for sure. But of course, then we're gonna have to welcome our second team in a bit, right?
Yes, sir. And that's CITU for their entrance for this
Yeah, I
tournament.
mean, they're actually no joke as well. The gameplay that they've shown us in the elimination stage is actually really consistent. Actually, if anybody could beat USC in a series, I'd probably put my money on say T.
Yes,
I'd
sir.
be really excited to see what they have in store for us. Look at them outside, just giggling and laughing, just having a lot of fun. You know, this is
The
what,
mentality
yeah,
of the
I mean,
team.
this is what ML is all about. It's alright to be a little bit tense, a little bit competitive, but at the end of the day,
They're friends.
you're friends. You just want to have
Disagree.
fun. You
Yes,
just want to
sir.
have a good game and entertain. That's what
Yes,
you
sir.
want to do.
That's true. Speaking about CITU, they've actually played in a way where they pick unorthodox serial picks for their side and against strong teams actually. So yeah, that's about CITU, and now let's welcome them to our main stage of the game.
All right.
So there we have it, CITU now entering the room
Let's
for
go.
our games. They look very fierce, they look very happy, and they look very excited for this game, Martin.
Oh, they ain't even joking around. Nobody
Yes,
looked
sir.
at the camera, bro. Straight up, eyes on the booth. That's
For
where
real.
we're gonna fight our battle. Just walks in there, passes to USC.
This is my
Alright.
time.
Positioning themselves around the round table, the circle of knights, ready for a game of Mobile Legends. So I believe the teams are setting up right now. So
Yes, sir.
as you were saying, CITU picked a lot of unorthodox heroes.
sir.
You enumerated here for our viewers.
So they actually go by their off-laner, the usual off-laners for dispatches actually, Lapu-Lapu Blue and everything else.
Ooh.
But they picked up unorthodox picks where they pick, I think it was Joy and of course this Valentina pick up for the off-lane.
The off-lane Valentina,
Yes, sir.
that's interesting. I
Valentina.
mean, like with the wave clear that she has, it kind of makes a lot of
High
sense
level
as
as
well.
well.
But the thing about being able to pick Joy in the competitive scene is you kind of have to time your dashes, right?
Yes, sir.
And it's easy to just mash buttons in, right? And I'm sure a lot of our viewers, I at least, who play ML, love to just mash buttons. But with Joy, to get your maximum damage, you can't do that. You have to time it really well, and you can't even activate your ultimate until you're
Yeah,
able
the
to,
electrifying
until you're able to pop up those tones per second.
So
So
you really need to have the skill and the right timing to actually get the damage you need and get the anti-CC during the clashes, right?
yeah, the amount of confidence and calmness that you need to play someone like Joy in the competitive scene is something that we love to see here at CESAFI Esports League. It
Sir.
shows us the professionalism of our athletes and how well they can handle themselves under pressure. We're not just mga yagit na nag
Yes, sir.
ML using
ML.
mobile data, you know. We are actual players, actual athletes, and they're here to showcase their talents to the world.
It really shows na yung hard work nila is nakikita sa kanilang gameplay. Sa game natin, Kuya Martin, it really shows CITU, UCLM, their offlaners are super good, especially with their Joy. They actually do plays. Meron tayong highlights na they had a play. They came from top lane all around to the base of the enemy, going down to the base of their team. He let 5 people chase him around the whole map for like 2 minutes, and after that, everyone that chased him died in that clash. That's how good UCLM is with their offlaner.
Absolutely insane. No? Not only does he buy time, but he gets the enemy team wipe
Yes,
too.
sir. That's
Oh,
how
I'm
strong.
just super
That's how
excited to
strong
see.
a Joy is.
Yeah, and now that was just the eliminations, right? So now we're entering the playoffs. This is where the teams have no space to mess around. This is where they're gonna give it
This is the
their
real
all.
deal.
This is the real deal. This is absolutely where we're going to be able to see teams at their peak Nobody's messing around. Nobody's joking around. No recall taunts. I don't think even. I mean,
sir.
everybody in the booths, in their own booths, are going to be super serious coming into this game, and this is why I'm super excited to see some high-level Mobile Legends because I know they can't screw it up this time.
It's like everyone is in their prime, kumbaga, for this game and for this part of the tournament because this is the upper bracket. These are the individuals with the high scores in our tournament. So it is a battle of titans and demons in this upper bracket.
It is indeed. I'm really excited. The first game of our playoffs, no less. USC versus CIT. Unbelievable.
The team with no defeats in series in this tournament, so like it's against CITU as well. So for the side of CITU as well, they have different picks, they have their different style. But let's see that in the game right now, Martin, as we now forward to our game 1 of the day. This is Series 1. We have here CITU and of course our USC Titans.
No bias.
But of course, Martin, before the game starts actually,
Yeah.
what are your expectations for the second game as well? It is clearly a good game.
Oh, it was this USGR versus
UCLM.
Oh, UCLM.
Yes,
Yeah. Actually, the USGR Wildcats are no joke as well.
But of course, the game's starting now, so like everyone's ready and we're ready. So the teams are ready as well, so everything's set up and let's
And
go
we're
to
ready.
the game. We're ready. We're very ready.
We're very ready. Let's get it. Let's get some good Mobile Legends cooking.
Yes,
Super
sir.
excited. Jumping right into the draft pick phase, right?
Yes, sir. We're going into it right now. Similar style, 3 bans for both teams, 5 picks for each. But it could go wrong if it goes 6, right?
That's true. We don't have any info yet as of the moment who's first and who's going to get the first ban, right? It will be shown, however, later on in the screen. What do you think are the potential meta picks that the teams will at least try to secure when they jump into the draft phase?
USC, they actually prioritize their mage laner, just like here, since it's starting right now. USC,
There it is.
especially with Bravo and Gengo, they prioritize their assassins and their mages. They go for link picks, they go for Valentina Eve type of picks. They really like to have map control on their side, Martin.
That's true. All right, so we have the first ban coming from the side of USC. That means they will be the first picks as well. The first ban onto that Hayabusa. I mean, pretty reasonable if you want to play a little bit of a strong gathering type of situation. You don't want a Hayabusa going into other
sir.
lanes,
Single target.
going to other lanes, trying to pick off your teammates, or even like just trying to rat. And the movement that that hero has specifically is something that I wouldn't say unmatched because we have Ling.
Yeah, we
and
have Ling as
Fanny.
well.
But like, you know, in terms of
The
being able to
dashes.
do what he does,
Yes, sir.
almost the best at it.
Sir, and we have here a secondary ban, and of course a ban right here for CIT. We have a 1-1 ban.
Classic.
But for USC, they banned out this Kadita, which
Kadita.
has been a super good hero in this tournament. This Kadita becomes an assassin mid-game, early game, and late game. Any part of the game, the burst damage from the rough waves is really there. But an Edith ban for CIT. What's your thoughts about this ban?
Well, I think at this point, with the Hayabusa and the Kadita ban, it's kind of showing CIT that USC want to play a little bit of a more tankier setup. Somebody or a team that doesn't really have people that can be bursted down. So as you can see, they threw out the 1-1 because nobody wants to deal with the 1-1 in general. But that Edith ban really shows the direction that CIT is trying to go for here. So as you can see, heroes are being locked in by both teams as well. We already have the Kaja pick from USC secured instantly for any pickoffs.
Yes, sir.
Such a good player, and he's really tanky as well.
Yes, sir.
So it's
And a
good.
fullback as well.
Yeah.
So we have here a counter as well. They counter up this Kaja with this Valentina. We have the IMU to steal out the Divine Judgment and a Fredrin pick as well. This is a
Fredrin
good
bro.
jungle, my guy.
Man, I can't believe how much of a meta tank junglers have become in the past few weeks of Mobile Legends. I've seen a Fredrin jungle because I casted the tournament really recently. Fredrin jungle is insane, bro.
Yes, sir.
It's
The
like,
control.
what can he not do apart from like move around really quickly?
Move
I
around,
guess that's
taunts,
the only con. That's
taunts,
the only con. But in
damage
terms of
as well.
clear damage, the CC, everything's there, and it's not like he gets bursted down. Even if he gets hunted in his own jungle.
He has his ult as well.
Because yeah, he's
Razor's Wrap.
so tanky. absolutely insane. All right.
Super good. Oh, actually, they're trying to go for a Joy. Or is this a Kufra pick?
Alright.
And we have a Lunox and a Benedetta as well. So mobility-wise, right here for the side of USC, CITU going for utility. This is once again a battle of utility and mobility for both teams. But for this side of CITU, what do you think is the hero that they need or the option that they need to put into this combination of Frederick and Valentina?
Well, I feel like they could go for a little bit of more range damage, especially physical damage on this end. I feel like they could go for something like a Leslie, try and dodge that divine judgment with her first skill, trying to go invisible before that even happens. Although they could go for a little bit more sustain as well, I guess. Go for a little bit more, pick up better supports to further enhance the tankiness of this Kufra and this Fridrin.
So it's more like they need more crowd control for their side of CITU. But USC, they're looking forward to ban this blue, and they did. But NXP Hedera, going forward for this Beatrix, he has been recently, his gameplay has been well known with this Beatrix. He has picked this Beatrix a lot of times in this tournament.
And he knows how to use it too. Alright, bravo.
Oh, the skin is here. I wonder if he has the Gojo Satoru skin on his side.
Oh, I hope he bought it for this league. I bought it for CEL. Alright, so we have an Akai jungle. We've seen that before. Nothing new. Nothing absolutely new. We've seen it. The spin, the Beyblade.
The Beyblade. And they have another Beyblade as well. We have the Valentina for the other team. They have everything that they need. And as well, the Savior, super good against up this Beatrix. But this is Kenny with this Lapu-Lapu. He has been performing very well.
I remember games where it seemed hopeless for CIT, and Kenny pops in with that Lapu-Lapu.
Yeah, you remember that game. It was so good.
Doesn't die. It's
Yes, sir.
absolutely crazy. I actually can't wait to see if we get the same kind of game here. So, jumping into this game, what are your predictions as to what kind of game these guys are playing? Are they going to play a little bit more of a front-to-back kind of game, gather up, or are they going to split up? What do you see in terms of the rotations?
CITU right now, their heroes are favoring them very well. They have the Lapu-Lapu for the backlines. They have the front line Frederick, the Valentina to counter up the utility spells that are there for the side of USC. And as well, they have a Beatrix for the mid side. For the side of USC, they're going for mobility games, but in towards each other, it is a fair game. It's about how they execute, Martin.
It is, and I believe we're jumping right into the game. I can hear the audio. Will we be able to? All right.
Yes, sir. So welcome to CESAFI Esports 2021. This is the playoffs, the first series of the game. We have here the University of San Carlos and the Cebu Institute of Technology. This is a good game, mobility versus utility, Martin.
Yes, sir. All right. So we can see a little bit of a gather up. Nothing too special as of the moment. 2 people in the XP lane, 2 people in the gold lane. The supports just trying to check out that middle lane, and the jungle's doing their thing as well.
Yes, sir. Cool control in towards the jungle side, EE Future. Now rotating around, Haneo as well. They're trying to look forward to get that little wanderer, but it is already claimed to the side of University of San Carlos.
Yes, sir. Kinuha ang cabbage.
Cabbage.
They took the Bulbasaur. It's gone.
It really is gone.
Alright,
But
here.
for
Oh, mobilization there. Onto Haneo.
Haneo almost dying in, trying to go in. Bravo.
Will you-
Flickers in. Almost died, but there's another flicker from Ying going down for the count. That's the first blood. It's John to University of San Carlos.
What a play there by USC. Really calculating their chances with the flickers. Notice how they don't even flicker at the same time. They expected for that flicker to happen by Bravo.
They
to come
tested.
in. And since he missed it, then the flicker then from the Kaja.
Oh, but here's Gengo right now looking for a heavy spin. Let's see if they will proceed into going in right now. EE Future in the front side. Hindi sila makakapasok dito. God of God sa bandang Liran Ying as well. Looking for a chase down. Pero mukhang hindi nila makukuha dito as they will just back out in this scenario, Martin.
Yeah, luckily Kufra was there. If he was literally anywhere else, that would have been a dead Beatrix for CITU.
Kenny's near to level 4. If he gets this level 4 before this turtle spawns, this will be a good thing for the side of CITU. CITU Kenny now getting this level 4, Martin.
There he is. Turtle is up as well. We'll see if the teams decide to contest or decide to go for any of this. The junglers having met themselves already. We'll see.
Ying right now contesting up onto this turtle fight. Dale in the front side, the taunt will be right there, and of course we have here
the
side of
suppress.
Benedetta, but of course we have an entrance for the side of Lapu. Lapu tries to go away with the land shaker, takes down one, tries to control right here for the side of our heavy spin, but does not connect, does not control. Bravo on the run right here. We have to suppress one more time for Bravo. It was a successful one, the turtle going down to the hands of USC, but 1-1 for our score, Martin.
Yeah, 1-1. This is, I'm telling you, this is the kind of caliber gameplay that we kind of expected coming out from both these teams. So many things happened that fight, but what did we get? A 1-for-1 trade and the
Not
turtle
much
going
damage.
to USC. That was pretty much it. They were able to escape when they needed to escape, and they were able to contest as much as they could. I
Sir?
really love the lock-in by Gengo though, using that Beyblade to lock the two people from CITU. Unfortunately though, there just wasn't enough damage yet coming from USC.
Ooh, a jump in flicker right here for EE Future, but there was no follow-up whatsoever. Ying trying to cover it all up, pero hindi nila nakuha. And as well, Martin, the aggression for CITU, it's really showing for the game.
They're confident. They don't care about USC not having any losses or dropping any series at all. They know what to do, and they're executing it perfectly so far.
Yes, sir.
Looking at the net worth, it's just a 500 gold lead. Nothing too huge. We can still expect this
We
game to
jump
go
in,
both
no?
ways.
Gengo right here, a Divine Judgment, the pullback is right there, but 2-man time range being popped up right now, heavy spin as well, there's no follow-up damage, but on the backside, it's suppressed for the side of Valentina. They take down Lunox as a 1-for-0 exchange. The counterplay, the backside, we have the electrifying beats. He goes down, Lucci looking for a run. Pero mukhang hindi na niya makukuha dito as he will just back out in that situation. 1-for-1, Martin. That is good.
What a play by USC coming back into that fight, right? Because I thought it was over. I thought after they got God of Gods with that Divine Judgment and locked him under the tower, in my head it's just run away. It's time
Run
to go
away,
back.
indeed.
But they jumped in, got Hedera, jumped back out, so a 1-on-1 trade as well. Puts the net worth a little bit closer.
The funny thing about it is, I didn't even see Lucy. Like, where did Lucy come from?
I know Benedetta things. You
Yes,
know what?
sir.
It doesn't even matter. He escapes me in my ranked matches. Why wouldn't he escape me when
Yes,
I'm
sir.
casting?
Ooh, but they're actually trying to go in right now. Turtle and a half health.
Gengo.
Gengo sa bandang kiliran. Let's see if they will pop up onto one. There's no heavy spin, and there it
Locks
is.
it.
It will go
Two
down to the
people
hands of the
in.
spreader, and he goes
Oh,
up putting
two
up with this ult from the savior.
Two people.
The dawning light is right there. The damage output as well. The divine judgment. Gengo on the run. Haneo very low goes down for the count. The savior with the blast. He goes down for the count. 1-0 already in, but the turtle will go down to the hands of CIT with the backside. We have here Dale, and of course Kenny to ensure the deal. Lucy goes down.
Kenny.
It's always Kenny. There's no Fanny here though.
Absolutely, no, unfortunately. But you know, absolutely insane play there. And I thought this was the first time we wouldn't see a 1-for-1.
Yes, sir.
But you know, Kenny does it, never fails to, never disappoints, never
Yes, sir.
disappoints for
The
sure.
father figure is always there.
Absolutely insane. It's like it doesn't even matter if Gengo gets a 2 lock onto CITU. It's just the length of time in these clashes where people have 1 HP is something that is beyond me. When I look at my ranked matches, when something that messy happens, I'm like, oh no, everyone's dead. Everyone's dead.
Yes,
but
sir.
now,
But Kenny doesn't disappoint, and just like this, Gengo right here with the heavy speed, he tries to take down one, but the backside we have the Chaos Bolts for the God of
Yes,
Gods.
sir.
Gods
Let's go,
still
let's
alive,
go.
but goes down for the count. A 1-for-0 exchange, but right here, Dale on the front side looking for a taunt. Hanei on the backside as well. IMU looking for a heavy spin. Maghanap sila dito. The dawning light is right there, will not connect it on anyone. Dale on the run, but of course, this is a 3v1 situation, so this will be a push down for the side of University of San Carlos, Martin.
oh, but at least Kenny is trying to get a trade on that top tower as well. I'm wondering if it will go down. Yes, it will. So even if it was a 1-for-0 trade, in terms of tower progression, at least the control they'll have over the map, it's kind of even with the 2 towers of the opposite ends of the team going down as well. Looking at Bravo, it's absolutely insane the amount of damage that he does. He did get that mage emblem that that gives him a 10% discount on a lot of the items that he has. It allows him to get that early game burst damage, but in the late game, he's not gonna have as much to
Is
do with
this
it. But here
a
we go,
good-
Lucy
Oh!
is not enough. I mean, like, what do? You have Benedetta and there's a Kufra.
Yes,
so
sir. -1 for their side, but now this is the bravest part on the backside.
Kenny.
CITU Kenny with the land shaker looking for the stun. Maghanap sila dito, Kenny on the backside. Now with the 1 slashes, but there is the heavy spin. Pushing him in the backside, but still not done yet. Kengo on the backside, taking down Xavier. Looking now for more, a 2v2 now with the backlines, but we have Dale on the front side. Hinahabol bandang likuran, Kengo on the run. Pero eto na si Ying, mahanap sa bandang likuran. Kenny, Dale on the front side, God of Gods with the Chaos Bolts right here. Kenny on the run, the flicker is right there. He goes down for the count. Another slash as 2 for 2. Exchange is right there for the side of USC and CITU.
This Fredrin, he barely took any damage, bro.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely insane. I told you, this is what a Fredrin jungle looks like. Super tanky, survives the rest of the clash, and he does a hell of a lot of damage.
That is a lot of damage, and he doesn't die from that clash as well.
No, sir.
Did you see his ult?
Barely lost half his health.
Yes, sir. That's how strong it really is for the core.
Fredrin jungle. I'd love to see Fredrin bans in the future, honestly, because when I look at these kind of games, it's just crazy how much potential Fredrin jungle can have, as long as the people who are playing him knows how to use him, which, of course, with the teams in the playoffs, we can expect to have.
Yes, sir. Now 6-6, we have only... The good thing about it is that although USC, they have been winning clashes, but look at the gold lead. It's going down to the side of CITU.
Yeah, that is true. Even if, right, that the towers are even, the kills are even, CITU have more map dominance in terms of the fights that they decide to win and are able to get a lot of the jungle in. But now we see Dale a little bit poking, trying to get that jungle. Already there. All right.
Almost.
I mean,
But look at the Lord right now, 16 seconds. Dale has been very confident right now with this Fredrin in the front side. And to think about it, University of San Carlos, this is the team that hasn't lost a single series in this tournament. But CITU, they're just fighting back, Martin.
They are not just fighting back. I'd say
Yeah,
they're fighting. They're pushing.
They're pushing,
They have
for real.
USC closer to the ropes, as close as any other team has put them to the ropes this entire tournament. Of course, we'll see how USC responds to this. Lord being started here by
Half
CITU. Yeah, half health already.
Gengo, let's
Gengo
see.
scouting it out. He has that heavy spin ready.
Oh, but they jump in right here for the side of Future in the backside looking for a stun, but there will be none. The heavy speed is right there as well. Electrifying blow.
He's down.
1 goes down for the one Kenny on the backside with the bravest fighter tries to take down Ying, but will not catch up onto anyone but Haneo on the front side. The land shaker as well looking for a stun. Gengo goes down for the count. Front side, Bravo is right there, but Ying as well will go down for the count as it is a 2-for-1 exchange. And this Lord, the Savior going for a dawning light. It's still not done yet. Lucy the backside looking for it right now. CITU Kenny, his ult will be available in a bit, but there is the Lord taken down in the backside. God of Gods with that luminous side looking for Haneo. The flicker was already popped, so he can escape, but Dale and Kenny is not done yet. The taunt is right there. The bravest fighter as well. The wild slashes is available. He goes down for the count. I think it was too risky for that play, Martin.
Too risky. I mean, he could have gotten it if he just turned into dark instead of light.
Yes,
I don't
sir.
know why he used his escape ability to try and chase the Valentina.
That was a potential kill, but maybe
Yeah, I don't know.
it was
Who
risky
knows
when he
what
went for the luminous.
Yeah, who knows what he was thinking of. But of course, I want to try and dissect it. I still think this game could go both ways, though. Of course, it is slightly favored now in the hands of CITU.
Ooh, but look at it right now. Future with the dash. He actually went to the tower side. That would have been unfortunate if he died.
The Lord has guided him.
The Lord really hit.
The Lord shall
him.
guideth CITU.
Oh, Dale right now on the front side looking for a stun, but there's no Tyrant's Rage. Ying will just escape, but the Lord is right there on the top side, still alive and kicking right now. Hedera looking for a back out, but the Lord will just go away right away, Martin.
CITU has Gengo on that Akka using his heavy spin to retreat.
Ooh, Tyrant's Rage right now, Future! Hindi pa siya tapos dito, hinahanap niya yung isa. Namatay dito si Dale, and he goes down for the count. Haneo as well looking for a run. 2-for-0 exchange dito as Kenny on the backside looking down for more. Pero I think dito na matatapos ang kanyang buhay. Kenny, 4v1, goes down for the count. I think this is the time that University of San Carlos, they actually found a way to fight back into these clashes.
This is the space that they needed. You don't want to give USC space. It's scary. Did you see that Gengo actually used his ultimate to disengage during that first clash near the tower? They did not expect USC to try and re-engage. Has the heavy spin again
Speaking
available?
about Gango Martin, he found one. The spray is right there. Very low. The Tyrant's range is available. There's no follow-up damage whatsoever. But Taneo is back. Dale is back as well. Hedera on the front side. Ying goes down for the count as they try to look down for more. Hedera just standing there. He's not afraid for this fight, Martin.
Unbelievable. Ying just got bursted down by Hedera. They
Yes,
have the
sir.
damage to do it. They were able to lock down Future using that heavy spin, but the Beatrix ultimate.
The spray,
Just
the
dead.
spray.
Just dead.
But look at it. University of San Carlos, although they had that 4 kill for that last clash, but look at the gold lead. 4K still
That is
for the side
true.
of CITU.
And CITU is leading by 2 towers. That gives them a significant advantage in terms
Yes,
of
sir.
map control, and it gives them better ways to farm as well. So I don't see this gold lead disappearing anytime soon until USC does something special.
Oh,
Like
but
this.
there is a surprise. Divine Judgment is right there.
He's done!
Dale executed right away, getting the backside with the land shaker. But I think hindi pa tatapos. There is a jump right here for the side of Future.
Fight,
There's the follow-up
ultimate
damage.
spray.
Backside Zianeo dito, looking down for more. Kenny
Lucy's
still
done.
alive, but the Dawning Light will hit up on the 1. He goes down for the count, but I think Hedera's still not done here. 2 for 2 exchange right away, Martin. And this is a Lord fight. There is no core for the side of CIT.
I think the misplays coming from USC is because they underestimate the damage that Hedera has at this point in the game. She has done nothing but farm, and it's absolutely crazy how much a Beatrix can do, given the right items to do so. Ying and Lucy weren't even in bad positions, technically.
Yes,
they were
sir.
just within the range of that Beatrix and got bursted down in like 3 seconds. It's not. It's at this point we just have to look out for Hedera.
Yes, sir. Hedera, and of course, we have to actually respect as well God of Gods. The damage output he's been putting up has been really real with the Chaos Bolts that he pursue. Gango looking for a front side push right there, but immobilizes right there. The heavy spin right away, just trying to escape. Future looking for one as well, but there will be no catch for this clash. Not yet, Martin.
Alright, so that is heavy spin on a cooldown. This is CITU's opportunity to try and go for this Lord pick, but it looks like they'll decide to retreat. Yeah, feel
Disengage.
it out. See if they're gonna be able to get a pick off Future alone right now. It's a Kufra, he's jumping around, he's safe. I wouldn't worry too much about it. But
Oh,
now,
but Ying, I think he made a mistake, and the taunt is right there. I like to find Missy. Petrified! Looking down for more. Backside is right here. Future with the concealed play. They have the rockets as well. Turning right. Hits up onto 1. He goes down. Kenny as well. Looking for his Tyrant's range. A slash. Appraisal's wrath for Dale. He takes down 1.
Dale's in
But
the
this is a
back line.
J1.
God of
Dale
Gods.
still alive, but I think this is the end for him. Lucy looking down for Future. Dawning light. Final kill. They take down 5. CITU. What a turnaround for USC, Martin.
and they have the character to go for that push. They can end it right here, right now. 7 seconds left. 5 seconds left.
Oh my God.
Could this be it?
Is this
the
it?
first game? Haneo's up in a
Is it
second.
really a
But is
comeback?
there enough? Is he gonna be able to clear
Like
the
a
way?
final ball, it is! A game!
I told you, the first game of this playoff, this is what we wanted to see. CITU versus USC. Absolutely insane. We can hear the players
Players
in the
already.
booths. Look at how
I
insane.
couldn't understand.
Man, that was so high. Perfect execution of the spells right there.
Oh, the timing. And they were... CITU had USC on the ropes.
Yes, sir.
On the ropes.
2-minute mark, actually.
Oh my god.
That was a good game.
I can't believe what just happened. There was a 5-man petrified, but for what? Unbelievable.
No, I think the petrify came from.
Oh, from
yeah,
see,
that was
oh,
good.
oh.
Electro final blow, 5-man petrify, and everyone comes in. That was so good.
And the Dawning Light to finish up Future.
Yes, sir.
Good. That's what sealed the deal. Because Future could still have defended that Nexus. The Dawning Light just kept. I saw Future's hands
Yes,
in the
sir.
camera go up, just holding his phone.
My guy.
Insane. Pure,
My guy had hockey. He can see the future.
pure skill. Absolutely. It's just, I have no words. Honestly, at this point, I almost have no words. It's crazy how well these teams have read each other. They know exactly what they're going to do, so it's just a matter of the execution that goes in between. The hype from the booths have not died out.
That was really a good game.
That's just the first game of this playoffs. I can't wait to
sir.
see.
There's no more.
Yeah, exactly. So, what do you think CITU could have done better to try and balance things out. Apart from be a little bit more careful when you have the lead. What do you think they could have done to properly secure their lead over USC?
I think they had this part of the game where they got scared into pushing into more objectives, which later on led to USC finding a way, finding a loophole. Now they could outsmart them in that clash, especially with that 5-man petrify.
Absolutely insane. I can't believe my eyes. I saw that 5-man petrify. I've never
seen someone do that.
Not in a tournament setting, no less. Jumps in. I told you, bro. Even we don't know how Lucy gets in. So they had no idea. Lucy just slips into the middle of the entire team, stops that petrify, and everyone just for a second.
It's like everywhere,
Crazy.
like from the last clash, the clash in the early game where he came out of nowhere. Like, he's everywhere, my guy.
I cannot believe my eyes, Lucy, with that petrify. We're gonna have to lock that in for sure. All right, so I guess we'll give a few minutes to try and invite the teams back for our second game. For those of you who are just joining our stream, that was the first game of the CEL playoffs. USC versus CITU. Game 1 will go to USC. But there is still a chance for CITU to try and bounce back. It's a best of 3. So give us a few minutes and we'll see you all again in a while.
Sir.
3, 2, 1. Merry Christmas!
Bring back the magic this Christmas season with Virginia. Bring back the magic this Christmas season with Virginia.
Welcome back, everybody, to the CESAFI Esports League. What a first game we had indeed. For those of you who are just joining our stream, we just finished the first game earlier in the matchup with USC versus CITU. Tell us how that first game went.
First game was really crazy. We had CITU on the front run for most parts of the game, but on the last time of that game, USC somehow managed to find a way to go back into the game, especially with Luti, with that 5-man Petrify Martin.
It's the calm under pressure that we see coming in with these teams here in the playoffs. USC just keeping their cool, knowing they didn't have a heavy spin for that last fight, but decided to go forward anyway because they know what they have and they know how to use.
Oh yeah, they popped up the heavy spin earlier, right?
Yeah.
That really was a good clash, but yeah, this is now game 2, 1-0 already in.
That's a reset.
Indeed.
Both of our teams still at the same level of competitiveness right now. As we can see, CIT now are the ones who are banning this Kadita. They have the first pick available to them. Hayabusa still thrown
banned.
away by USC. They do not want to deal with that ninja.
What do you think are the adjustments needed right here for the side of CIT? Do they need to ban out the Savior, or is it the Benedetta, or is it really the player that's the problem right here?
I feel like whatever happened in that last game, in terms of draft composition, wasn't entirely the problem.
Yeah.
I feel like they just had to be less compliant with what's going on.
Yes,
I think they have to remember what USC is, how they're the undefeated in terms of series throughout the entire eliminations bracket. They should not take these guys easy. Even if they were on the front row, they should have been really, really careful about what USC can do. And just because an ultimate is on cooldown or not doesn't mean they can't fight back, because they had the damage to do so. The Savior with the burst damage that he has is just absolutely insane. So first and foremost, CITU just have to be a little bit more careful. And I feel like
Map awareness.
yeah, map awareness as well.
The good thing about CITU now is that they respect now the Lunox picks from God of Gods. His Lunox from last game was impeccable. We had the damage output, the chaos, although he had little mistakes for that game, but it really showed off in this game. But now they banned out the Lunox, and I think Edith will be a pick for Lucci right here. In future, now with this Kaja, similar picks, but this is an Edith pick, Martin.
That is true. It could be an Edith. I mean, the Edith pick is probably. I mean, I've seen Ediths go support as well. We'll see what USC have under their hands right now.
Meta picks?
Yeah, meta picks. We have a Glue and a Faramis.
Blacklist.
Yeah, I mean, no. Blacklist, pretty much. I mean, like, it's a no-brainer pretty much to just have a Faramis there.
Yeah.
It's always going to be good, especially in the terms of how he is in the meta right now. He is somebody you can still play around, and Glue with amount of sustain and frontline damage.
Look at it. USC, look what they have, Martin.
I was literally just going to talk about sustain and being able to take hits. And here we go. Another jungle Frederick.
They're very strong here, right here, and the good combination as well is that they have a Beatrix for the backside.
Yeah, but this time it's on Gengo. So USC will have the jungle Fredrin on their side now. I think there's something about the red side that compels you to pick jungle
To pick out the
Fredrin.
Fredrin.
Yeah. All right. They still have that Savior. I mean, very, very effective during that first game. Why would you just throw that away? If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Oh no, the Fanny from Dale. I've seen Dale play Fanny for numerous tournaments actually.
Really?
So yeah, I've
I mean,
gotten
that's
Dale.
true. That is
LBD.
true. LDD Dale. Yeah.
LBD.
That is true.
Super strong team. Ying here, I think the only thing that they need is a tank.
They could go for a Kufra. Honestly,
Kufra is
they
really
could go for a Kufra. They could go for a Phobius as well. But I was talking about USC by the way. In terms of being able to counter.
Oh,
that
what a
kind of-
smart guy.
Yeah. There you go.
Is it really it? Oh, what a smart guy.
I mean,
What a smart guy.
I mean, it's a no-brainer to try and go for that Kufra because the Claude
Can't escape.
Yeah, and the
BMI.
Claude ultimate as well can be knocked up, and then that's just the Claude ultimate instantly gone. So even more so than the first game, this second game's picks really revolve around the play style that these teams decide to go for and the execution that it takes. You have a Claude, and you don't want to just throw around your second skill, right? You need to be able to try and escape better in terms of everything. We have the Kufra. It's a no-brainer. We already see that it's really useful. We have the glue as well, the Faramis. And there's just so many things to focus on at once. And the jungle Fredrin is like the cherry on top that they're gonna have to deal with. Yeah. So
Like, they have every utility that they need right now for the ITU just has its own ways. And now let's welcome to the game of boss. We'll boss in a bit. So what are your expectations to decide on CITU to actually find a way back to fight into the Fredrin core?
well, I think they should really just trust their Claude. But at the same time, I feel like
Fanny.
in the early, I didn't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it, so it'd be a surprise if he popped off. But honestly, eyes are on Dale. This match, eyes are on this Fanny.
Okay.
We still can't wait forever. We still can't wait, however, for this Fanny, because in terms of being able to get the most farm for your team, Fanny is actually going to be able to get a lot of space for the rest of his team. We all know how aggressive Fanny is in the first few minutes of the game, and when he gets that aggressiveness, it's really easy for the core members of the team like this squad to pop off, get the farm and the items that he needs to be effective.
Oh, look at Gilgamesh with the skin, but the jump in from Ying right here looking for future. There is no follow-up, but there's a pullback from that Ghostbuster, but Ying will just escape. God of Gods 1v1 for Hedera right here. Future now backing in situation. Half health for the both of them. But let's talk about the Gojo Satoru skin right now for the side of Gilgamesh. But I pull back right here. CI2 Kenny almost going down. Pops in that execute to deal some damage more, but another pop in as well. Gengo right here looking for an invade for Dale, looking for this Fanny. A 1v1, but the cables are out. Gengo half health already in. Dale still full, but doesn't have any energy whatsoever. This is some WWE thing going in for USC right now.
Sure. Lucy just straight up goes for that ground smash. Will knock up the Fanny, but they know they don't have anything to try and lock her in. So they just leave her to her own. Leave that Fanny alone.
Leave that Fanny alone indeed. This is now near to this 2-minute mark. Nobody has died yet, and bottom side, God of Gods having a stable lane. But the question I'm having here, Martin, is how will they find a way to fight back with Gengo in this turtle fight?
Well, I mean, we have to have Gengo with his ultimate already, but now I don't think he's gonna get the opportunity. Oh, he is. He's already level 4. Gilgamesh, however, still not ulti, immobilized here. CITU Kenny dropping really low.
Dale almost down for the count, but there is the dawning light, not dead yet.
No.
Almost.
Gojo-kun!
Gojo-kun was right there. The baby boy, Gengo now looking forward to take down this turtle. Future is in position. They do not have Dale for this clash, so this will be a secured turtle going to the hands of USC, Martin.
Yeah, and while they were busy at the turtle, this Fanny decided to try and go for that blue buff, but recognizes there just wasn't enough time to try and steal that, so he's gonna run away. Oh, the sniper shot!
God of Gods.
Hedera in the middle of his eyebrows, bro. Shot.
Oh, dawning light! Almost.
My heart can take this. My heart can take this game.
A lot of surprises
Absolutely
are coming
insane.
out. University of San Carlos, they really want to take down Hedera.
They're really throwing out their abilities like it's nothing. Absolutely, like my heart just can't take it. My heart just can't take it.
Bottom side right now is the main priority for both of the gold laners for both sides, and it really shows how much USC wants to take down Hedera as soon as they can. I think Hedera is going to be a real big problem later on. That's why they want to shut him down the soonest possible way, Martin.
That's definitely what I've been trying to say. The Fanny is the only person who can make space for Hedera early on into this game. We'll see how Dale is able to better perform, jump into the enemy backlines, especially as early as now, to try and burst people like this as the Savior or this Beatrix. But then again, it just goes down to how effective Hedera is able to farm. He did get that support emblem with that extra gold, so we'll see.
That's a lot indeed. This is similar to what was happening, but there's the bottom side. He goes down for the count. They finally found Hedera, but they're not done yet. Gang go to front side looking for Future. He escapes though, so that's a good thing right now. If Future tries to poke in, but mid side still the same. their draft is similar to what Ren Esports did during the M2. Like they had the Claude ready for a late game potential, but they had an assassin for the early game, which is now this Fanny. So yeah, you're actually right, Martin. This draft is similar to Ren Esports.
Yeah, that's true. I'm sorry. I can't get over this Savior skin. Just Yojo with his hands in his pocket, just walking around the map, just just vibing. Straight up
just
chilling.
11K.
No, just 11K. No big deal. Just 11K skin, just walking around. That's like a third of my tuition. just walking around this little virtual map.
Yeah,
but the ultimates are pretty worth it.
This is
though,
now
I
a
think.
turtle, but secured right away for USC. Somehow CITU doesn't have any answers for anything whatsoever. So for right now, still this gold lead going down to the hands of USC. 5-minute mark, and they have a 1K gold lead already in for this game. Dale, I think they really can't find an answer right now.
knock
But the
up there,
range is up on the 2. Where's the follow-up damage? Will there be a taunt? There will be none. Although they have the gold altar, but Gango is right here. Dale very low. The sprays are right there. But the Divine Judgment finds God of Gods. He goes down, putting out another taunt for Gango right here. But Gilgamesh and Gango will just back out. 2-for-1 exchange, but I think CITU had the win right there, Martin.
The amount of CC coming from USC to
Yes,
lock
sir.
in Dale. He stood there on that map for 5 seconds. Straight immobilization after immobilization. They weren't even done together. The amount of play, the play style that USC have coming into the synergy that they have, being able to time those immobilizations, keeping
control.
Dale there just close enough for God of Gods to burst him down is something that I appreciate and love to see.
Just like Control, Future is right here. It's in with the sniper shot, but he does not go down for the count. And yeah, it really is evident CITU really know how to control enemies. But we have a pause right here, ladies and gentlemen,
Alright.
as we now welcome our main sponsor of the day. We thank very much Virginia hot dog, the best hot dog in the world. It is the best, the tastiest, and the juiciest hot dog that there is in the world, Martin.
Virginia hot dog, bro.
It's the best of the best. If Virginia was a hot dog, it was game 1 of
For
USC.
real, for real.
So good.
And if if a team was a hot dog, it'd be USC because
Yeah.
Virginia's undefeated.
Yes, sir. Undefeated indeed. The ratings are so high.
And they're tasty.
The tastiest. There's some TikTok,
Hold on.
some TikTok thing going right now. But anyway, for the game right now, I think it's pretty much evident right now that it's going down to the hands of USC.
That is true. That is
Dale
true.
can't do anything right now going against Gilgamesh. I think Dale can't find a way for them to actually fight back onto this Predator.
I mean, I think Afani's effectiveness really deteriorates in contrast to how skilled your opponents are. Because if you have a skilled team like USC and you're trying to go and you're trying to use that Fanny to try and go for those early game engages, just cabling around, get those slashes in. I feel like when a team as experienced as USC, and a team that plays together that well, the effectiveness of your Fanny drops by a huge percentage because you're not able to get those instant
Kills.
dive into the
Dive
tower
in kills.
ultimate and runaway kills. You're not able to go for those super shredded into the wall kills as well because the team knows what they're doing. So at most as you can do as a fan is one, go for the rotate and help clear waves, and secondly, try and just take the enemy jungle whenever you can because you're the most mobile hero in Mobile Legends to be able to do it.
And right now, it was actually evident that the moment he tried to kill the Fredrin in that 1v1 scenario, where he did the wall cable thing, but he just ended up doing like half of his damage towards his health bar. So it's just too tanky right now for the Fanny.
Absolutely insane. What have we been saying the entire time? The Fredrin tank jungle is something that not only has the damage that he does, but it's something that can't instantly be bursted down, and we love to see it.
And this is it. Back to the game, everyone. Back to the bowl game as we now head on once again to CITU, University of St. Carlos. 1-0 going down to the University of St. Carlos. But 33 seconds, Martin, before this turtle fight. Do you think CITU will fight back in this turtle fight right now?
Oh yeah, definitely. I have complete faith in CITU. They know what they're doing. They're still not far off behind. It's pretty even, I'd like to say even. And 𝗣𝗟𝗓 has only died once in that bottom lane. Overextension, I'd like to say.
But top side, Kenny. Dale right now looking for cable strikes. Lucy is right here with the Chaos Bolts. Looking down for Chaos Lightnings, but it's still not evident. The damage output is still too early for this Edith to actually fight back in this game. But Gengo right now prioritizing this turtle. Do you think this is a safe turtle, Martin?
Oh yeah, no, for sure. I mean, 𝗣𝗟𝗓's pretty far away, but it looks like they're still gonna try and contest it. Because I feel like Dave can go for a steal here.
Oh, but no.
If it was a steal. But yeah, as I said, they just wanted to go for the steal. They're not really looking to engage at all. They know they just have to wait for 𝗣𝗟𝗓 to get the items that he needs. That's going to be the bottom tower going down to the side of the University of San Carlos.
Oh, Gengo trying to go in right now, but there is a Divine Judgment looking down for one underneath the tower. I think Gengo will go down for the count as there is no follow-up right here, but USC Ying looking for a potential entry, but there will be no casualties whatsoever, so this will be just a 1-for-0 exchange, Martin. A pretty good thing for CITU right now.
Yeah, really good. The amount of execution there as well was really hot. Future with that Divine Judgment really brought Gengo down to around 25% of his HP, and at that point there's just enough damage from 𝗣𝗟𝗓 to try and finish him off. And even if Gengo survived that pure burst coming from 𝗣𝗟𝗓, right, he'd be at a sliver of HP, and we already saw Dale swooping in through the middle lane.
Oh, we actually killed down Savior. Top side still very stable, Lucci and Kenny, but there's a pullback right here, but that is a glue. It's super hard to kill.
I mean, like, so is Lucy, honestly. On
Yeah.
that Edith. I mean, we
So
all know how a top lane, we all know how an
Off-lane fight goes.
It's a chess battle. It's because it takes really long, and you hardly win within, I don't know, 20 minutes. That's why it's called a chess battle. All right,
Yes,
see,
sir.
Kenny's still alive, just picking up his gloops.
Oh, Gengo. There is the dawning light right there. 𝗣𝗟𝗓 looking down to take this tower, but this is now a priority towards up this Lord fight. Top side, God of Gods, Kenny. Split will be used right away. The good thing about it is that this is a 1v1 situation, so Kenny has the upper hand considering that he has the sustainability in the top side.
That's true. Already popped the ultimate. That will put it on cooldown. Lord will be up in 10 seconds. So as we approach the 9-minute mark, the net worth is exactly equal. Absolutely the same now. The Lord has spawned. We'll see if the teams decide to go for it.
Top side, if they can take down God of Gods, they can pursue. So a Lord, and it is.
Dale's hurting though. Dale has enough damage to actually do something now. Just burst down God of Gods like it was nothing. 𝗣𝗟𝗓 will try to pull back on that Kufra.
Now this is now a Lord fight on towards CITU. It's pointing down at them as they do not have a marksman for the side of University of San Carlos. CITU Kenny just zoning in right now. EE Future now in position, looking down and looking forward to actually fight back. The dawning light is right there, trying to add some additional damage. Looking down for this backside. CITU Kenny split now, popped up right here. Lucy right now. HA Money mobilized for the backside, looking down for more. We have a cold altar available as well. EE Future the backside, trying to pull back with the miners, but this is a Tyrant's Rage. Trying to lock it all up, but it'll go down to the hands of Dale. Looking down for more, and they are chasing for Ying. And I think the dawning light is right there. It does not pop whatsoever, but they're up on the backside. They have successfully taken down Ying and Gengo, and that's a good thing. Sorry, it was Gengo who got the Lord actually.
7-4 as of the moment. But looking at the net worth once again, it's still pretty equal. The Lord, however, will go to the University of San Carlos. That is going to push down that bottom lane since it was the first turret that went down. Honestly, looking at the entire game, it was just absolutely insane how Ying, on that Kufra, is able to jump between the backlines because he was able to lock Dale in for that burst. If Dale was alive for even half the duration that fight went on, I feel like CITU could have taken it over the University of San Carlos. But then again, there's still more opportunities to try and get a comeback over here. CITU is still most definitely not out of this game yet.
Dale right now having the confidence to actually go in. The dawning light is right there, but doesn't hit up on the Dale. So I think USC looking forward to at least find the way to push down this tier 2 tower on this top side as they now try and enter this tier 2. We have the split already in for Kenny. God of Gods will be the target. 𝗣𝗟𝗓. Will there be a connection? And
Yes,
there it
there
is. 𝗣𝗟𝗓 will be spotted out right here in the backside. He will be going down for the count right away. Pull back right away. Say to Kenny in the backside. No, Ying is right here for Tyrant's Rage. Looking for 𝗣𝗟𝗓. We have the cold altar popped right away. And there on the backside. but Hill is right there. Cables are out. The Blazing do it as well. They take down 2. Possible 3. Gango on the run. Haneo, another pullback. Future is right there on the front side. He tries for it on, but Hedera has that damage output.
Sustain.
That was near.
Haneo legendary 8-0 as of the moment.
Yes,
he
sir.
didn't die that fight. Absolutely insane. Did you see Dale go for God of Gods? Shredded him in the backside. I thought that game was. I thought that clash was going to USC.
Yes, sir.
But Dale showing that CITU is most definitely not done yet. Now CITU leading by 6 kills and a 1K gold lead.
That's actually a lot right now, especially in this 12-minute mark. We have the Luminous Lord ready in a bit, and Dale just having this confidence back for his side to take down backliners.
Yep. We're finally seeing the Dale that we expected to see. He's able to go for those cables to shred God of Gods or any other soft person coming into the side of USC. Here as of the moment, the Lord almost up in 20 seconds. A huge concentration of the enemy heroes and both sides heroes actually in the bottom lane. So we'll see if they're gonna meet, if they're gonna go for an engage here.
This is now a Luminous Lord readying it all up for the side of CITU and University of San Carlos. But right now, as I can see, although it went to the hands of USC, but CITU, they're fighting back, Martin.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. Not just fighting back actually. They're to an extent leading as of the moment. I just feel like if they had a better style of map rotations, it would look as dominant as USC is as of the moment.
Oh, but there is a Divine Judgment pullback right there. Gango will be the target, and as well, Future Ying finds out all, but the backside, we have the spray already in. The gold altar is available. Dale looking down for Gango, and I think it is. Double kill already in. Triple kill as well. Looking down for more as Claude has the damage output. Lucy left alone to defend, but another mobilize the pullback as well. Lucy left alone. Ying is right there. USC, they are crumbling right now. CITU, you are the champions. We are the victors. But not yet, Martin. I think I got too excited for that game.
There's still no creeps. God of Gods is alive, but Dale! CIT Dale! He was hungry!
He was really hungry.
A beast during that last clash. Just absolutely being able to cable through everything. My eyes couldn't believe what they were seeing.
Gango was just trying to escape, man. He was just trying to escape, and now it goes down to the hands of CITU.
This game is not over. A 6K gold lead onto the side of CIT as of the moment. USC, things are looking pretty dire for USC. Header has the items. Dale's already doing enough damage, clearly. Haneo hasn't dropped since the start of this game. Future
Really? Haneo hasn't dropped?
Yeah. Future with the craziest setups that we've seen throughout the entire day. With Kenny, no less, with the split controls. CITU playing like a mechanized machine.
They really have the control for everything right now for CITU. And University of San Carlos pushed back in towards their base as I think they're kind of afraid right now and towards how Future and Haneo gets these pullbacks.
I would be too as well. Honestly, I wouldn't give them as much space. If God of Gods falls down, it's safe to say it's almost over for USC. The moment God of Gods is gone, they don't have enough damage to bring down people like Kenny or Future. So it's just gonna go down to Gilgamesh, and with the amount of burst damage that he can do on a really short basis, isn't the damage that they need. They need consistent, pure attack damage.
But right there, Lucio will be the target. Another pullback is right there. Divine Judgment, he goes down right away. One down already in. Maghanap pa sila dito ng isa. Backside. Gango still alive. God of Gods is here as well. We now have Kenny in the front side. The suppress is right there as well. Future in the front side. There's the Divine Judgment, but another pullback is right there. Nail on the backside. Looking down for one. But another wave right there for Ying. He goes down for the count. Gango on the front side. Still alive. USC. They are not letting CITU take this game, Martin.
Dale is alive.
Somehow.
I don't understand. I didn't even see a pixel of health on him.
I don't know how Dale lived in that clash, but look at the gold lead. It is now up onto 7,000 for
Dale
CITU.
literally cycled around that Nexus, bro.
Yes, sir.
He swung around it. He was literally right next to the fountain at one point, but he was still able to get out.
I don't know how he got out.
Man,
Did he hit the cult altar, or was he just that good?
Was just that good.
For real. So 16-6 now on our gameplay. The Luminous Lord level 3 will be around in 30 seconds as now complete items for the side of the squad. They are very ready. Beatrix, the comparison of marksman is right here. And I think it is really going down to the hands of CITU, Martin.
That is true. Look at this Claude already with full items. With Athena's shield as well to try and not get bursted down so easily. In terms of full item composition, God of Gods is down one last item.
Dale just playing around his food. I think he really has the confidence right now. He's not afraid to go in even with the Kufra available.
Sir. Lord has fun.
What do you think is the needed thing right here for USC to actually fight back onto this Lord fight?
I think they have to get the pick off before anything else. Glue already showing himself there in the upper side of the map. Is going to be engaged.
Oh, but Glue is right there. Catches down to the one, but Future once again catching out of God. But there is an Iron's range. There is no follow-up whatsoever. Hits up onto the Cold Altar is available right away. And already in hit there on the front side. Hitting it up like a punching bag. Lucy on the front side. Future is right there. Dale with the follow-up. They take down 2. Luminous Lord level 3. These are the undefeated team in this tournament.
Could this be the end?
Yes,
Luminous
sir.
Lord walking down the middle lane. 2 people down from USC. God of Gods and Lucy, no less. They're trying to clear the wave. Is there going to be enough damage?
Tower lock for
Yes,
this.
That is a 1-1 for our first series of this tournament. CIT takes it back against USC. 1-1 right now as of the moment.
Remember, this team hasn't lost a single series in the group stage, but it would be bad if they would lose in the playoffs, Martin.
And looking at it right now, CITU have the potential to do just that. Look at the consistency coming from the entire team. A full team gold. You know, that's really rare in tournament competition. All playing at the best levels of their lives. CITU really bringing it all together. Look at these players. We're gonna give them a few minutes of a break, right? To chill before we proceed to game 3. But the things that I am seeing in this morning don't compare to the casting jobs I've done my entire life. The suspense from these 2 schools, absolutely crazy.
Yeah, it really is evident. And the good thing about it is that it's just fair fight. It's not like that one-sided game. This game is a back and forth type of thing where everyone is just battling it all out, Martin.
That is true. I just can't wait for game 3 to happen, but also I'm super anxious for both teams onto this end. I cannot wait for this game 3 to happen.
What do you think was the thing that made USC lose? I think from my side, I think the Edith was kind of passive in that game. He didn't have that much of damage or utility for his team.
The thing I saw, and I'm pretty sure is what really spelled the end for USC, is that they couldn't keep their Beatrix alive. We didn't point it out as much during that last class, but after the Lord went down, God of Gods was gone. He was gone for the duration of that clash. Future couldn't keep him alive, and Lucy couldn't keep him alive. At that point, they don't have enough damage. The only thing they have is that Savior, which is just burst magic damage, and isn't even full-on physical, consistent damage that they needed so much at the end of the game.
So Future was really in the future, just knowing where God of Gods is. And as well, he was the mage again, that Faramis with the pullbacks as well, considering that he only has his pullback as a second skill. He manages to utilize it very well to pull back anyone back into the fight who tries to escape.
Yeah, that's it. So, it looks like we're gonna have to take a few minutes of a break before we proceed to our game 3. If you guys are just tuning into the stream right now, that was game 2 of our first series, USC versus CITU. 1-1 on the scoreboard right now. Proceeding to a game 3, which will spell who gets knocked down into the lower bracket and who proceeds in the upper bracket. So, we'll see you in a while. Once again, this was Dumpster Fire. Here he is, Dion.
back the magic this Christmas season with Virginia.
Five, four, three, two, one. Merry Christmas!
Bring back the magic this Christmas season with Virginia.
Five, four, three, two, one. Merry Christmas!
Bring back the magic this Christmas season with Virginia.
Welcome back to CESAFI Esports League 2022. This is the playoffs and we're heading to a Game 3, Martin.
Game 3, I can't wait. I'm so excited. CITU versus USC has been, well, it is the first game, it is the first series of the playoffs, but I feel like it's probably going to go down in history as one of the most exciting most exciting CESAFI matchups so far. Both games super close. The first game a comeback. The second game absolutely clear domination actually from CITU, telling the entire world, telling everybody watching from your screens right now that they should not be left out. That just because USC is undefeated does not mean that they're gonna go down without a fight. This is game 3, and honestly, looking at both these teams, I can usually have a prediction, but right now, it could go both ways.
It really could. CITU, although USC has been pretty dominant towards the tournament, but CITU really has this way of actually fighting back, although they lacked in terms of the early game. But as it progresses, they somehow find a way to push back on towards map control, goal difference, and actually just complete domination on towards the whole game.
They've gotten a read on USC. I'm gonna say it. They have a read on USC.
Background
they
check.
know what USC is gonna do before they even do it. They know where to go. They know when they're gonna go for those. They know when they're gonna go for those pushes, and it's absolutely insane how well they play when they gather around each other. And we have to give credit where credit is due. That last game, Dale and Hidera, right here.
Yes,
Straight to
sir.
you, right here.
My guy went to the gym and carried the whole team. That's how it went.
Yeah, alright, so there's gonna be a ban here from Glue.
Yes, sir, but a ban on towards a Kaja pick as well. I think USC, they somehow now respect up how well it goes right now.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I mean, they have a Kaja pick now, so it's really different from the picks that they had earlier. Because I think it's pretty easy to say that. Okay, never mind. There you go. There's a Hayabusa ban. But earlier, they were banning people like Kadita, as well as who was that one person who decided to ban that?
USC versus USC.
Alright, here we
USC
go.
versus USC.
Oh,
Look at the players.
Oh,
There it is.
There it is. Alright, we're good. We're good. We got my CAT boys over here.
So a 1-1 ban, considering that a 1-1 ban, considering that God of Gods really plays a good 1-1. And right there, you have USC in your hands. I have USC in my hands.
I have CIT
These
in
are my
hands.
boys.
Now these are my boys. You're going down.
So, possible pick right here, a Faramis for the side of USC. They now respect it all up how useful with the utility it is, and they're putting it in their draft for their first pick, Martin.
Alright, and Hedera already hovering that Lunox. Is this
Damage
gonna be a Lunox? There it is, a lock-in. Lunox will be locked in for CIT University. And they're sick, and they're grabbing that mute as well.
Going now to the hands of CIT.
Oh, I thought he was gonna go Inspire. I was scared for a second. Just throwing out the Chaos Bolts. We'll see Bravo though. On this Faramis.
Pretty well decent. I mean, I've seen Bravo play Faramis. He has this good positioning towards the hero. He doesn't go for that type of burst damage potential. But for his side, he has this way of getting that ult available for everyone, or especially to his core.
Ooh, the Ruby pick, bro.
See. It's pretty rare for the tournament, considering that this hero is not in the meta, and Genko as well with Akai.
You know what I'm thinking as of the moment? They picked that Ruby because when you look at the Lunox, what does she have to run away? Her Luminous Ultimate.
Yeah,
Pops that Luminous Ultimate, what does she have?
nothing.
Her legs.
Yeah,
Walks
her
around.
legs.
And
Walks
with how
around.
tanky a Ruby is, you don't really worry about exploding instantly. But what's
Sustain
really,
as well.
but what's really easy for you is chasing down that Ruby. Throughout your first skill dash, your second skill dash.
Another push back, pull back.
Yeah.
Super good. Which is a good hero.
Yeah.
So Haneo, still going down for a savior. I think last game, it really showed off how really well he went with it. With the burst damage and just blasting everywhere in the map.
Alright, there's still a Karita ban eventually then.
Good hero.
That is true. It's interesting because throughout the course of the game, these heroes don't actually just keep going to one team. They keep jumping around. Faramis' last game was played by CITU. Now it's in the hands of USC Bravo. So we'll see if we can see an inter-game Faramis diff going on.
Yes, sir. But if you look at it right now, they have now acquired a link for the side of Dale. And Dale, I've seen him playing the mobility-wise, and Yeah, actually, for the side of CIT, they're going for mobility picks right here.
Bro, look at USC right now. I'm pretty sure what they need is a big damage marksman. There you go, like Claude. Because if you look at the first 4 picks
Utility.
of their pick, we have Paramus, we got a Ruby, Akai, and a Lolita. That's how tanky they are. So we'll see though. This Lolita could really turn the tide around, especially if that Luna goes to the Darkness Ultimate and he's able to just completely shield out all those bolts.
So yeah, it's pretty well. It's pretty good indeed in the future. I've seen him play. Does he have the skin? Does he have the skin is the real question, and he does not have the skin.
Season skin.
The 11K skin isn't in his hands, but no. It's the Terminator one. But yeah, those are the picks for the game, and I think ESC, they're going for very durable and utility-wise pick for their draft right now. And Martin, for the side of CIT, they're going for this high damage mobility type. What is your thoughts for this game?
Well, with how tanky USC is in essence, I feel like I wouldn't worry so much about the Franco being able to hook or pick off anybody unless it's the Claude. Unless you get a hook onto that Claude and burst them down, or the Faramis even, that works too. If you pull either 2 of those people from USC's lineup, you're golden. But if you hook literally anybody else, if you hook a Ruby or the Lolita, trouble is just coming your way. You're bringing the tank closer to you.
Trouble it is as we now head on Game 3, CESAFI Esports 2022 Playoffs Series 1. This is the undefeated champs for this tournament, USC against CIT, as they forced it into a Game 3, Martin.
The decider. This game is gonna bring it all together. Which of these teams will take the series this morning? Alright, engaged here by CITU, Kenny.
Lucci.
So much damage coming from Edith, honestly. Like,
The
if you land
cooldown
on
for his skills is actually super fast. That's why he can just push him back, pull him back, ground smash right away, and Lucci already in. 3/4 of his health already gone.
Alright, so we see a little bit of rotations coming here from the junglers already. Nothing unusual.
Bulwark.
Oh, the block by Ying.
Already in. In this early game progression, there hasn't been much conflict going on whatsoever. But in the soft side, the thing I see right now is that they're prioritizing their gold laners super much for both teams, considering that it was evident for Game 1 and Game 2 that the damage output dealers with super high damage in that game, in those 2 games, were actually from their gold laners. So right now, I think that's their plan for the both of them.
That's true. Even though Turtle is coming up in the XP lane, a few minutes from now, we don't see them gathering up there.
PMI.
We see them trying to go for these gold lane, for the secure gold lane, to just give their cores and their base damage, all the items they can get. So as you can see, Dale right now, almost around half XP to level 5. He is very consistent in terms of being able to go around the map and gather the farm that he needs. That wasn't his jungle that he took, by the way. He just took. Look where this guy is right now. So they do try and give the turtle. But the burst down onto Claude, getting really low as well.
What? That is a turtle indeed going to the hands of Gengo. So this is a good thing for the side of USC, as they're not afraid. But look at Dale right now, pursuing, as you said, getting the resources from the enemy lines.
It's absolutely smart. And the reason why I feel like he found that he could do that is because during the first game, when the University of San Carlos decided to go for the turtle, it was too late for Dale to try and contest, so he decided to go for the blue buff. But USC finished so fast that they were able to rotate back to the blue buff. So as soon as the minute started, 10 seconds before the turtle spawned, Dale already headed towards the blue buff spot and timed it really right, because when the turtle fell, he already got the blue buff. It's just the adaptation that you see at this high of a level is something that is really interesting to watch and you have to appreciate. and you have to give credit for, especially to players like Dale.
Like Dale right now is looking forward for a smash, but oh no, Tempest of Blades
God of
right there. God of
Gods.
Gods looking for a BMI, pero hindi pa siya malaligtas dito. Looking for it, the suppress is right there. Future for Ying, still alive and
Flicker up.
kicking. Another pullback on the backside, it is. Future is right there. Another pullback for Stadavolucci, but the heavy spin catches Sidora, but we have the Dawning Light as well. The hook will not connect because the bulwark was right there. It is a 2 for the exchange, and still not done yet. Lucy the backside, Kenny in the front side, looking for it. Future with the smash, but it is still alive. Gango, but no, they will not accept, as they will go for a 2-for-1 exchange, Martin.
Absolutely crazy.
Attack
The
on
Chaos
Titan.
Balls is so much. 3 people walking up the bush and Kenny's just sitting there like, alright, come over.
Look at Dale right now, still in it right now. The aluminum blast is right
He
there,
gets
start
the
right away, and he
strike.
goes down. Dale didn't expect that much of burst damage from them.
Sir. No, sir.
Sir.
Bravo. Absolutely a beast on that Faramis as well, given the follow-up damage from that ultimate.
That was so fast and that was so well executed. And this is now the second turtle of the game, Martin. I think USC, they now have the confidence to actually take this Lord. I mean, CIT, do they have the confidence if they want to fight back?
I think they possibly could, or Ling could go for a steal, but looking at the health right now, I think it's too late. That will go to Gengo. We'll have the turtle buff as well there, and University of San Carlos will get a little bit of an item, and of a gold and XP boost coming from that first hero.
So that was actually pretty good. And the thing I noticed actually is that these last 2 games, it's always USC on the lead on the early game,
That's true.
always. But CITU, they come on top later on in the mid-game progression.
I feel like it's just because of how University of San Carlos's drafts are based around. It means they can go for a lot more engages in the early game because they're not really all that item dependent. Which is why in the last game we saw CITU took it way head over USC because of the item damage, because of the item difference and the damage difference, as well as being able to sustain at a better level than USC does in the full-on late game.
And as right now, they're trying to look forward to find a push into this mid side, but I think it would be kind of difficult considering that everyone is just rotating around and Dale will just prioritize this bot side. Looking for defense, zoning into the backside. Kenny is there and he pops out his ult, looking for Lucci, but we have here the Cult Altar Popper, the way to save everyone. So CITU Kenny zoning around, and that was a complete domination for a tier 1 tower on his bottom side.
It's not legal for an Edith to do that much damage.
Yes, sir. Oh yeah, that was the Edith alone.
Just him. And he could have killed him if Bravo wasn't there.
So yeah, future top side, Hedera as well. Ying in position, but I think Gengo is now right here looking for a stun on Hedera. Will there be a heavy spin? And there will it be. Going down to the hands of Future, the Blazing Duet is right there, looking for a damage, and he goes down!
Future gone, USC playing their cards right over here. Is able to pick up a kill onto Future.
Mobilize. High damage output for Heneo in this early game progression.
Oh, gets those hits into ultimate there onto Haneo. Is
See?
gonna be enough? Ultimate
Luminal
from
Blast,
but the
cancel.
knockup goes first. Knockup versus knockup, but yours takes lesser time to charge. Kenny throwing out the Chaos Balls.
Oh.
This is 3 people going
Running
against
away.
one.
The damage
Running
output just super fast and super strong. CITU Kenny pull back right here, looking for Gengo. Oh, correct! Iron Hook is right there, but there is
pullback by
no
Bravo.
Festival of Blood. Another pullback right here. Suppress after suppress, CC after CC, but
Kenny's
there it
alone.
is. They find Kenny. He goes down for the count. Kenny died in Attack on Titan and died right here as well.
Oh, Kenny was alone. The entire team, he didn't have his ultimate.
But there you have right here, another Tempest of Blades, BMI, God of Gods still alive, but the turtle, 3 for 3 for the side of USC.
Way to stay alive by God of Gods over there. I honestly thought he was a goner. Got ultimated in by the Ling, as well as follow up as well from the Lunox, but just was not enough apparently. Good for him for being able to escape.
The game is actually progressing kind of fast, going towards the hands of USC as they now try to push down to this bottom side. The Ediths will be left alone to defend this up, but look at the top side right now. We have the Franco, the Festival of Blood is right there, Chaos as well as the jump in from Dale ensures the kill, 5-3.
Things not looking good for USC God of Gods. He just got to lane after a recall. He's really dropping his gold percentage as of the moment. He's gonna go down on net worth.
But,
and he's
oh.
There's another 10 seconds.
But look at Kenny right now. They're not afraid. An iron hook to spot out Gengo. There is no Festival of Blood, but Kenny will be the target right away. The heavy spin. Will control him up. Haneo in position. Gengo very low. Will there be a dawning light? And I think there is none. There it is. Almost.
But he keeps it anyway. Absolutely crazy. I mean,
That
there was a
spicy.
reaction from Gengo there, but it's not like he did anything or dodged it. It
Yeah,
just didn't
it just
connect at
TP'd.
all. So, oh man, these dawning lights. I love the progressiveness of how ML has become as
Yes,
an
sir.
esport. The amount of plays you can possibly make now at this point, with all the new heroes, all the new skills that they do, all the unique things that their character can do that other characters can't. It's something that's really fun, and I think it's why people love this MOBA so much.
It really is, and it's super fun, especially with friends.
Oh, for sure.
Depends on the friends. But now back to the ball game right here. As they try to look forward to find Hideo, there is a charge in from Ying. They cannot find anyone, so they will just disengage. But this is now a Lord available, Martin.
It is 5 seconds available. University of San Carlos kind of gathering up towards this bottom side, but it looks like CITU is going to gather up as well. Are they going to go for a contest onto this Lord? As you can see, this Ruby is going to be defending the top side, protecting from any
Casualties.
backdoors,
Oh, yeah,
from
yeah.
any backdoors and rats as well. But
6-4.
the difference between him and the Ling is the Ling can get towards the other half of the map relatively fast.
Mobility.
So he's going to be there in the class if he needs to be.
So this is now a Lord prep down for Gengo. Future is in position. They have a bulwark for their side if they want to defend Gengo from the Iron Hook. They is available, and we have a dawning light already popped right here. So this is a signal for the side of University of San Carlos to actually go in. They find out Edith Kenny in the
Kenny.
backside looking for control.
It goes
There
out.
is an Iron Hook going down the wing, but we have a cold elder right away. The suppressor is right there. The Festival of Blood going to the hands of Future. Backside we have Gear, of course, Bravo as well. Try to control Dale in.
Oh,
Try to
Dale!
control.
He's
Burst
gone.
damage. Another pullback from Kenny.
Bravo's
Three
dead.
man knock up. Not done yet. God of God to the backside. He takes on one. Luminous pop right away.
God of God is Future.
Trying to control it all up. Triple kill. He goes down for the gun, but I think this is another chase down. God of Gods. Is it a maniac? And
Yes,
it is.
God of Gods was free eating the entire time. You don't leave a cloud alone.
Yes, sir.
God of Gods was able to bring the comeback against CITU. They left him alone. Bravo fell and Ying fell as well, but God of Gods was still alive, and with the amount of damage that he does, it's definitely still able to give them the teamfight potential that CITU should have recognized.
Yes, sir. I think the problematic thing there was Future. He prioritized in taking down other people, and with that Festival of Blood suppress, he was near to God of Gods, but he didn't put the suppress onto him, so that's what got him free.
Yeah, absolutely insane coming out from both teams as of the moment. But then again, after this reset, when this Lord goes down, the net worth lead is just a 2K lead.
1K now.
Yeah, 1K, around 1K lead now. I wouldn't say any team in particular is going to win this game as of yet. I feel like it could still be pretty even as long as they decide how they're going to play it. Ling right now, Dale on this Ling, going for a backdoor on the top lane. He will be able to get it. Is there going to be a recall from the University of San Carlos?
Good cut from Dale though. As you can see in the minimap right here, he
Uh-huh.
cut down
He's
waves
able to
to
get-
ensure that there's no push in this tier 2 tower.
Yeah, this God of Gods recognizes this, tries to go for a contest, but now they know they don't have any creeps at all. They're gonna rely solely on this Lord. Oh, but Bravo is going to meet Ling.
Yes, sir.
But meanwhile, here there's gonna be a clash. Gengo jumps in, the heavy spin.
Heavy spin.
The-
Lord of Blessings on 103. They're not
CIT!
done yet, my guys. CITU right now on the backs of their tower as they're not done. And they're on the front side. Jumps in, magana. Namamatay kaagad. Dale dito, hinahanap si Ying. Pero buhay pa kaagad. So they will just back out in the situation. Bravo is in position right now. 1-for-1 exchange, but that is pretty good right now for the side of CIT. They have taken down Lucci, and that is a defense successful, Martin.
The dawning light coming from
Good.
Haneo, bro, just to burst down. Ying absolutely insane, just pops up. He's gone, deleted from the map.
The super fast and super efficient Hineo just really has this high burst damage output that's available in this game to actually eradicate anyone is in front of him.
He may not be Gojo, but he knows how to go, yo. Absolutely insane.
That was good, man. That was good.
No.
But anyway, back to the whole game. 11-8 in our scoreboards as Dale, as you can see, Dale in the map, he's always anywhere.
Alright, he's gonna cut that wave as well. He will be spotted out by Lucy. Will he be able to find him? Yes, he will. Going for
1v1. Lucci versus Dale. A contest is right here, but they're preparing for this Lord fight, Martin.
Yep, 30 seconds, less than 30 seconds actually. And we're gonna get the Lord as we approach our 14-minute mark. Once again, this is the last game of the series. Whoever wins this is going to win. The rest...
now a heavy spin onto Gengo. Kenny backs out right away.
Alright,
that was just a test. That was just a test.
Mic test, mic check, mic check.
Mic check, mic check, boss.
But that's going to mean heavy spin going on cooldown.
Oh, damn!
No more ultimate. This is
Blade's gone. If they can go in, there is an arrow right there. The Luminous Blast is available right in the right side. We have the blazing to it, looking for it. And backside, VM might palikod. Kenny in the front side. Cooldown is available. They will try to find the right way without Kenny. The Lord helps them up, but I think Kenny, this is it. This is the end for you right now. USC, they are now prioritizing this Lord, but look at Dale in this bottom side, just pushing in.
The instant recalls as well. That was really good coming from Lucy, trying to distract Dale, bro. He forced Dale to pop his ultimate, and at that point, while the Lord was half HP, there wasn't enough energy for Dale to jump towards the top lane anymore. Oh my god.
That was really difficult for him.
Plays Lucy. I think I'd give that conscious credit to Lucy, being able to single out Dale throughout the entire fight. No retry for CITU.
And look at the goal difference. This Ruby only has 8k, while this Ling has 11k, and somehow he found a way to spar with this Ling and not die actually. But look at it right now, the suppress is right there, they find Gengo!
Doesn't even get to heavy spin, Gengo will go down, that means the rest.
Let them go home, Roku's knocking down your door, bottom side Dale.
Dale finds God of Gods!
God of Gods PMI is right there, 7 supplies just to escape right away, but that is a clear evidence that he's really strong, my guy.
Yeah, absolutely insane, dude, I'm scared. Gengo falls down. Did you see, as soon as Gengo died, without a heavy spin, the entirety of the USC team fell back and retreat. They know they need Gengo.
They really need Gengo. And as I can see, this is now a free push on towards this mid side. He finds Ying, the Dawning Light. Oh! That was so near. He's super cool right now. Gengo now back up onto this game. The goal difference is just 2k. 16 minutes in, Martin, but it's still 2k gold lead.
That is true. Just a 2k gold lead. That shows how consistent both teams are on other sides of the map. They're able to get just as much map control as well as being able to clear the waves when they need to. If you look at the waves right now, it's pretty balanced apart from, you know, the advantage that Dale has trying to push that bottom side.
This is the Lord fight coming into 60 seconds.
We're gonna have the Lord in 55 seconds now. The buffs are being cleared out. The jungle almost empty, and you know what happens when the jungle is empty. You kind of look for heroes this time.
Yes, sir.
So hopefully we'll be able to see a little bit of engage here. We have Lucy being the sole defender of this bottom lane. He knows Dale is just there chilling.
Look at their reads right now. Both teams are in each other's jungle for some reason, and they really know how well each other plays in this type of scenario during the 17-minute mark. Everyone's just everywhere in everyone's jungle right now, Martin.
All hiding actually. I can't believe this.
Edith? Will it be it? Will he go to the jungle? Everyone is hiding right here. Hedera, they spot out God of Gods in position, so I think he will not go in. We have the Dawning Light to defend it all up, but look at Edith at the backside, looking forward to control of this red buff, but I think they will just disengage, Martin.
Oh yeah, that's true. I wouldn't go for this fight from the get-go too if I was them. I'd like to go for a pick-off instead before I decide to go for anything crazy. Right now, Dale is still pushing that bottom lane, which calls for a Lucy recall to try and clear that wave.
Oh,
and
dodge!
make things better. Was dodge, however, that ultimate from Lucy.
Look at Dale right now. I think he's trying to go back right away into this Lord fight because it's really evident that the Lord is going down bit by bit. As University of San Carlos, they have the damage that they need, but they will reset.
That is true. All right, so they are right now already ready for this Lord fight in comparison to what he's done earlier. Lucy will still have to walk the entire way up there. So if there's anything that CITU want to do to constitute a comeback, it's this right now, and they have to do it right here.
Oh no! It's right there. It's up on the game. They mobilize is available, but they will just disengage. They do not have the mobility to actually reach up right away. Gengo looking for a heavy spin, but it's not there yet. There is a little bit of blast here, but the one.
The heavy spin, Future!
We have the boy to do it. Trying to save it all up. Haneo goes down for the Future is right there on the front side. Gengo looking for a run, but Dale chasing him all down. He goes down for the count, but there is a suppress. Takes down one, but Dale tempers the blade, still alive and kicking. Getting in the backside, still alive. Lucy trying to control it all up, but they're pushed back. Still alive. Future, he will be spotted out, but Kenny alive, and Lucci is right there.
Absolutely insane, bro. Did you see Haneo getting chased back towards his first tower? Almost dying, and then suddenly he falls, right? We see Future as well, being able to get those hooks to try and get a little bit more of an engage coming out from their side. We see the aggressiveness coming from CITU, even if they're pretty much on the ropes as far as this game has been going. There is going to be a Lord. Is there going to be a contest here coming from USC?
He found Yang, and I think that is it.
Suppress.
It is the gold altar.
Who does the Lord
is
go
right
to?
there. It's up at the one. Looking for more. Kenny looking for an escape, but God of Gods is now available in his position. We have the immortality pop, and he goes down for the count, but this is a Lord going to their hands, Martin.
It's still gonna be good for CITU. They have a 2K gold lead, and that Lord is towering down towards the bottom side. USC trying to go in the middle lane right now to try and end things. We'll see if there's going to be enough. 36 seconds on Kenny's respawn timer as of the moment. Everyone available to USC right now, but Dale once again on that Ling doing classic Ling things, just cutting off the waves, making sure University of San Carlos doesn't get to cheese an end towards this game.
Ling just showing down how much global presence can be brought off by this hero with this mobility, just climbing walls like I don't want to talk about it.
That's true. All right, so we have the Lord right now in the bottom lane. This could be a final GG push by CITU as long as they play their cards right. With Future in the front line, just trying to get those pickoffs. We see the Dawning Light, a little bit of poke coming from Savior here. As of the moment,
Gengo.
a disable onto Gengo, already in half health.
Oh, a charge in. This is now a level 3 Luminous Lord. They're looking for it right now for King.
Oh, the hook there. Will not connect.
Almost, but it's not there for the side of CITU. They now have CITU Kenny in position. They're trying, looking for it. Right there.
Hedera is down. That's bad for CITU. He won't be able to go for anything more.
What a play from Lucci.
Lucci. With that ultimate, just flickers on, pulls him towards the middle of his team.
How did he do that?
That CITU could do after that.
They really need Hedera, especially right now, Martin, and I don't know how they can defend this without Hedera on their draft.
Lucci says, you guys got hooks, well, we got him too.
Yes, sir.
Pulls back Hedera into the middle, back behind the tower.
Behind the tower, indeed. That was so far.
Instantly.
Did he use a flicker in that one? Or?
CITU acting like a hive mind. They lost Hedera. U-turn. We're done. We win.
Dale is right here though. If they catch Dale, this could mean GG right away. Because the Lord is coming up in 44 seconds.
I believe
Got
it.
God's in
I believe
position.
it as well.
I think this is a bit difficult for them right now. But having the time being 40 seconds, Hedera is back into this game. But the aggression right now, the confidence is going down to the hands of USC.
I feel like they don't know that Dale is there because you can see Lucci still positioning herself in the bottom lane.
When are you coming?
Where are you? Where are you, Lucci?
I will find you.
Yeah, I mean, like, come on.
So Dale right now, 16 seconds before this level 4 Lord arrives. Martin, what do you think is the needed thing for CIT to actually fight back onto this God of Gods Claude with hyper's damage?
At this point, in terms of all the, in terms of both teams being able to have items over each other, the gold lead or the net worth difference isn't that much of a big of a factor anymore. What it goes down to is precise gameplay and being able to see which team gets gets ahead over each other first in the clash, who engages well, who's able to come back for those counter engages, and who gets bursted down. Because if you lose literally just one person, literally any other person from one of these teams, it's going to be a huge advantage towards the other team. Lord, going down. Who is it going to go to? We see an engage.
It goes to Kai, but there's an engagement, Martin. We have right here. Tip is a play swap already in, but there is Kenny once again being brought up by Lucci. He goes down for the count, and that is a concealed play right away. A level 4 Lord already and charging down this bottom side, Martin.
Kenny down for a minute. This is not looking good for CITU.
Lucci.
Oh, but Dale once again just going for those multiple lane pushes. He can go for those cuts again, so as long as CITU or the rest of CITU is able to go and clear those waves, it's going to be looking a little bit better for them. Oh, the hook.
God of gods. Looking for it.
Didn't connect. Who knows? Oh, tower's broken down.
Jing and Future, these tanks have been very crucial lately, especially with Lucci.
This could mean the tower. Yes, it will. The charge is there. Could this be an end? 18 seconds on Kenny. It's very much possible the Lord is there. Are they gonna go? That's the target. Are they gonna lock it down? Could this be it? But they're falling down. Lucci is dying. He's low. And USC takes the game against CITU. Frustration coming from both sides of the team. You see the cameras, the joy on one side and the pain on the other side. But then again, congratulations to both teams for showing us such a good series in this first match. What do you think could have gone better?
I don't think, man, the series was pretty good. Nothing was one-sided. Everything was going and going to becoming better, actually, every pace of the game.
Absolutely. Really important that Gengo got that retreat onto that fourth Lord. Without it, they never would have ended the game. And I'd go as far as to say, I'd put my money on CITU still. Because the amount of and the potential ability that an Edith has in the late game is something that you can't take for granted, no matter how long the game goes on. But unfortunately, as of the moment, CITU, despite their best efforts, still wasn't able to tower up against USC. But USC finally showing that they bleed.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, the undefeated champions were battling for their lives here. What a battle given to us by CITU. Props to both teams. CITU will be proceeding to the lowest bracket. It's not over for them yet. I still have hope for them. I'm hoping to see this matchup happen once again. USC, congratulations, you'll be proceeding to the upper bracket. Yeah.
See? For me, USC actually, it showed this part of the first game of the series. I mean, the first match of the series, the whole playoff group. It really shows that everyone grew up in our group stage. Like CIT, based from how I've seen them play for the past weeks, they lacked in terms of experience, I guess, and experience and cooperation in their team. But right now, it really showed off how great they were, battling it all out against a team that didn't lose a series at all during the tournament.
I honestly thought I'd see the first loss of
Yeah,
USC.
me too.
It was heartbreaking to see CITU lose that last fight. I feel like it could have gone a little bit more better for them in terms of being able to contest that Lord fight. Because even if they just gave that Lord and fought there instead, at least that way they wouldn't have lost. Members that constituted the lack of a pickup there. Dale did all he could to try and cut them off. So I guess that was pretty much it. So.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That was indeed a very fun, very accelerating game. And that was CITU versus USC. 2-1. USC proceeds up to the upper bracket. And of course, CITU goes down to the lower bracket. So we are now closing it all up. And we are giving it to the hosts of today.
USC, which is the and What are your preparations para sa game?
Our team was prepared because yesterday we were planning we're two of our support team, 6 man were there. So what we did was I asked my friend to play for us so that we could practice as a team. Um, pero we didn't really expect na we get this win today. Since we're not prepared and all our hard work has paid off long and tapos yung ginawa lang natin is we outcraft them and we learn from our mistakes from the game to tapos sila.
What can you say about the game, Karen?
Breathtaking, as in, like, nail-biting siya, no? As in, if you guys watched the first game, it was chef's kiss.
Exactly, and a great job well done sa buong UFC. And actually, sobrang hype na din sa buong nila because the game was so nice. Like, grab yung players. And that's it, you guys. This has been Lay.
And this is Karen.
Bye-bye. Congrats.
Three, two, one. Merry Christmas.
Bring back the magic this Christmas season with Virginia.
Five, four, three, two, one. Merry Christmas.
Bring back the magic this Christmas season with Virginia. magic this Christmas season with Virginia.
back to CESAFI Esports League Live Season 1, and this is the big stage. And I'm Lane, this is
Karen.
and we are here at the CITU 𝗂𝐈𝐓. And we also want to thank our sponsors, 𝗣𝗟𝗔𝗬𝗢𝗙𝗏, 𝗪𝗏, and 𝐵SC for the production and for this lovely venue, CITU 𝗂𝐈𝐓. And we want to thank the viewers for the support and denying the views of the live. Actually, Karen, grabe yung support nila sa Buwano kasi para siyang Manila and like katulad na kanina, like previous game, grabe yung hype actually for both teams. And for this upcoming game, we're going to be having USJR. Actually, also one of the big universities in
Yung inaabangan talaga.
Yeah, and for now, we are going to introduce our casters, which are Dion and Coco.
What's up, everyone? Here we are with Oko, and here with me is Dion again. Dion, ain't nobody gonna beat Dion for real. Now we have USJR versus San Jose. USJR and UCLM. All right, this is gonna be a great game. What do we know about these teams, Dion?
USJR, they really have been showing off pretty good in towards how they play in a very utility-wise type of gameplay. And UCLM, they have a pretty solid offlaner for their side on that.
Right, and just bouncing off that last game, it was so much hype, such a good game. I'm sure USJR and UCLM will give us a great day as well. So I wonder how this is going to go, because UCLM, we've seen them play as well as USJR. I feel like you've seen USJR more. I've seen UCLM play. They're a bit more conservative with their gameplay, but I want to say that they've improved or that they've evolved a bit more from their or they double down, they might play it more a little bit safe, just like their previous games in the playoffs. So this is the playoffs, but like the round robin. So it's gonna be great. We're gonna see a lot of these teams improve. We're already here. They're all ready, prepared for their booths here, and they're gonna pass by with us a few minutes soon.
Sir. So to everyone that's watching the stream right now, continue to love and share the stream so that everyone will enjoy. So before anything else, let us now proceed on to the entrance of USJR.
All right, that was a great intro. Kind of feeling like TI at the moment. But look at here. Here they come, the players for USJR Adelante Esports. Everyone, look at them. Them cool shirts. I want a shirt like that. Not gonna lie, I want a shirt like that. Why don't they give us jerseys? Here they
Maybe
go.
soon. Maybe soon.
Steve Sanity's back here, looking fine.
The Riz is right there.
Fine and closing the door.
Closing Riz.
The closing Riz. They will not. People. I miss seeing these LAN parties. So, like finally being able to be in the same room as the players. Not in the same room, but obviously being in the same vicinity as a player. So it gets really, really exciting seeing them all walk them down, seeing them all cheer and so. Because we saw last game when they won, they were like cheer, making so much noise, and it's so fun to see. Gets us really hype as well.
TI feels.
Yeah, TI feels. Really feels like some TI feels. But that's just what it is here in CESAFI Esports League. When we couldn't have done it without our sponsors, obviously, which is Virginia. Virginia hot dog.
Yummiest
Again,
hot dog in the world.
I had Virginia this morning.
Super good.
Super good. They had their chicken dog. Bro.
Ooh.
Virginia chicken dog as well as their New Yorker. Goes hard, honestly. Goes hard. In a few minutes. But now we'll be able to walk through and we'll be able to see the walk of the players for the UCLM. Let's see them getting it.
So now we have here our very strong players from UCLM with that wrist and that bang on his chest, available with that love scars and an L coming in, and another love scars for the side of King JQT. King JQT actually, as they now enter the room, readying it all up for the game of the day. This is a best of 3 series, Dakin. This is UCLM and USJR.
Yo, did you see that? Did you see that? No, you didn't see that, right? They went U, and then went C, and then L, and then JQT went fucking. They went L. No, that was the signal. That was the signal. They're really showing up for that. They're really showing up for that intro riz. You know what I mean?
I thought it was an L.
No, they did an L. It was like a U, and then C, and then L, and then M.
Oh yeah, it was an M. Okay.
Yeah. No, it goes hard. It really shows how these players are so excited to be here right now, as well as we are. The organizers here super excited. We're so ready to bring you on this game.
No, that was an M.
That was an M. No, they went heart first. They went heart, and then they went U, C, L.
Very smart for the players. Very smart for the coach as well. I think it was his idea.
Like, oh, we should do this.
But anyway,
mag-U ka, mag-U.
yeah, C ka po.
Ikaw, M.
But anyway, before the game starts, what are your expectations towards how UCLM can battle out USJR? USJR has pretty been very strong towards the group stage of our tournament.
Yeah, we would say that a lot of these schools definitely have their own audiences. They'll be watching, of course, fans of UCLM and fans of USJR. So they'll expect a really hard game. At least we'll try to get maybe like a best. Of course, there's a best of 3, so we'll try to get on the 3rd game in order to make this as exciting as possible. You know what I mean? Otherwise, I mean, either way, still fine. But you know, it's how the game works.
It is. And USJR, let's see if UCLM can actually outmaneuver them in this part of the playoffs. Considering that this is now the playoffs and this is not a group stage, everything can go down or everything can go up for them right now. And what are your expectations? Does UCLM actually change their style of gameplay, or will they stay to what they actually played in the group stage?
Well, I think they should be able to change a little bit, because what we've seen in UCLM in the group stage, they were a bit conservative, as I've said earlier, which made them lack a bit in the early game. They were really lending into the long game, picking heroes that were very itemized heavy, wanting to be in that late game scenario and wanting to get the upper hand in the late game. But unfortunately, I think UCLM also went against USC. As we all already know, USC is very they go really quick with the early game to mid game. They want to finish it as quick as possible.
Yes,
so that's what really brought down UCLM. So what we want to see from them right now is trying to evolve from that type of strategy, maybe try to adapt a little bit more to whatever they're playing. And obviously, but what do you think USJR is going to do against UCLM?
Well, UCLM, they've been prioritizing their off laner and their mid laner as well. They go by priority picks of Kadita, and I think it was a Faramis pick. But if the players for the side of USJR have studied how UCLM plays, or how both team plays actually, this could go down into like a double down type of thing, considering that they're going to change their hero pool, their play style towards how the other team plays. Because if they study, how they study USJR and towards how aggressive they play, UCLM might have probably prepared for a defensive type of strategy for their aggression.
Right. So going into this game, there's been a pretty consistent pool of heroes that people have been playing. I mean, we have Valentina. Who else?
Valentina, Kaja,
Faramis.
Mid laners are super strong right now.
Super strong. Waiting to see Farsa. I think I remember UCLM play a lot of Farsa, wanting to get those really big ults going off, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So we're waiting to see what they're gonna come up with next. Either they're gonna stick with their gameplay or improve on what they have.
Indeed. So for the side of USJR, I think they really need to maximize how their XP laner plays, because UCLM's XP laner is super good.
Right.
What was his name again? I think It goes by. It was the guy that plays Lapu-Lapu a lot, and we've seen him play 1v4, 1v5.
Yeah,
was
no, he
really
goes
not
crazy.
afraid.
He goes crazy. Yeah, no, because heroes like that with high high sustainability really goes in hand with how they want to play, especially in the early game, wanting to stick to their guns, wanting to maybe veer away from any sort of conflict early on and try to get to that late game stage. But now we're on the picks, we're on the bans. First ban goes to UCLM, next then to USJR.
I think they're going to ban here the Kadita, similar to how last game progressed, but they are going to prioritize for a Joy. A Joy is pretty good. Offlaners right here for the side of USJR. It has been evident. Steve Sanity, I think it was their offlaner. He was super good with the Joy last 2 weeks ago. And maybe that's the reason they studied how USJR drafts, and this is the first ban for UCLM.
Right, and we also have a 1-1 ban. Two very high mobility type heroes. Joy being so early into the meta, we don't really know what its capabilities are. I mean, we kind of do, but not to the extent that we've seen like heroes such as 1-1. We're pretty old now, we know how this works. But these are really good bans as of the moment. Wanted to cut off a little bit of that mobility and that aggressiveness early on. Alright, we have a Faramis, right?
Yeah, Faramis ban for the side of UCLM. They do not want to have... Oh, Lord, yeah. Lord is the player from USJR that's super good into this mid lane. This is the type of guy that has a lot of hero pool. He even played Gushun mid.
Gushun mid?
Yes.
Now we're gonna see another ban coming from Kaja. Kaja ban. Very sensible bans, I would say so. But what do you think is the first pick here for UCLM?
UCLM, this is now a battle for the Valentina. Because if they put down the Valentina to the hands of USJR, and there it is, the Valentina already, the Kadita is there as well. Will they pursue for the Kadita? Because UCLM, they are they're leaving. They picked on the Fredrin, which is pretty good, but they are leaving this Kadita and this Valentina open.
Open. Very, very open for Dawn and Lord. There's two Lords.
Oh, this is the new hero.
This is Arlo?
Arlo.
It has to be Arlo, right?
Yeah, Arlo.
Somebody confirm that? No. What is this new hero? And then Kadita. Arlo, I think I've seen some of his skills. Very mobile type hero, charge type hero. He has a second skill where it resets. You know what I mean? It charges and then it resets if the player has been affected by its passive, which is a mark type passive. So a very, very interesting hero. He has also pretty decent sustain. Now Franco pick right here from Monster King.
That's his priority pick, and that's his comfort hero. Monster King J has been evident in towards how he controls this hero. His hooks are super accurate for the past weeks. We have the first Tigreal in this tournament, Lord UG. Will USJR pick this?
Come on, let us have it. Let's just have a Tigreal in this tournament. Why not? You know what I mean?
I've never seen a Tigreal in a
Me
tournament.
neither, but let us have it.
But it is Lord UG, and they have a Kadita if they want to pursue a Tigreal. And I think not. The carry is open.
A carry is a more sensible pick. They already have a marksman. Again, Arlo is going to be very, very interesting in this game because we've never seen this hero. I think he's just newly added. So it'll be interesting to see how UCLM is going to react to these new plays. Because if I remember correctly, Arlo also has a Ruby type ulti, but it like
slides
pakilid galing nila. Pakilid sila na. This is gonna be really interesting to see Steve Sanity play Arlo.
This is a good pick right here. The carry pick is super good considering that the three heroes right now for the side of UCLM are all tanky. We have here the Edith, the Franco, and the Fredrin. If they can, when they acquire this carry, this is a good thing for them. This hero can melt down any of them, especially into this mid to late game progression.
That's true. An Akai and an Eve ban. Yeah, we've seen Akai being picked a lot in this tournament. I think most especially by USC.
USC, yeah.
Gengo. Yeah. Nah. That guy, crazy good.
The brother of Arlo is here. Dawn with the Martis. Mobility picks for the side of USJR. the thing I'm concerned right now is USJR Lord. He's well known to have these assassin moments where he can just hide anywhere with his Kadita or with any mage that he has and can actually take down anyone. So right now with this Kadita, the priority pick of this tournament, this could be very lethal in towards UCLM.
And now we see Farsa being hovered over by UCLM. We've already talked about this before, how they're very comfortable with this Farsa. Kudo, yeah, now I remember Kudo. I definitely remember Kudo now. Lord Yoji.
Kuroki with, what's his name again?
I don't...
Let's go now for
Hero.
Lord Yoji
Kuroki.
with his Atlas. This is a very good pick. There is no counter whatsoever. There is no Diggy. There is no Valentina.
That's true.
So this is a very good Atlas
That
game.
Atlas is going to be a beast on the battlefield. So I really can't wait. This is going to be interesting. I have no idea how this is going to work out, honestly. There's a few new picks here and there that we've yet to see in this tournament.
Not the meta type of picks.
Not the meta type of picks, but it's still going to be interesting nonetheless. What do you think is going to happen in this game?
Nathan, a pick, an orthodox pick right here for the side of UCLM. It's not that type of hero that's in the meta right now, but for UCLM, I think this is their way of battling it all out against an Arlo and a Mortis that has high mobility. Because with this Nathan, he can just bounce in, bounce out with his ultimate. So this might be a good marksman for them.
Right. And it's very, very interesting to see again this Arlo and this Mortis being back to back. Look at how the Farsa is also going to do in this game now that they have this carry as well as this Kadita constantly being up their backs.
Yeah, Lord Yoji with this Atlas, the super okay game to pick an Atlas. There's no Valentina, there's no Diggy, there's no disruption whatsoever with the Fatal Links, but Monster King J already looking forward to find a zone right here. And Monster King J with the hook!
Oh my god, the hook!
Finds Dawn, but the Petrify from Lord, just zoning it all out.
Alright, Monster King J just delaying the inevitable here, which is pretty good. They got their buffs first. They're moving into their lanes already, so that might be a good hook coming from Monster King J. We already have an engage here.
Rotation from Lord Yoji. Because of that movement from Lord Yoji, Kuroki wasn't able to get that last gold card, and right here, Dawn battling it all out for this little wonder. It goes to D-Win, and Dawn goes down for the count. And Steve Sanity is not done yet. The Petrify is right there.
Kudo goes down as well. That is a very early exchange coming from both teams. This is crazy. Goes on that Kadita. There is no follow-up though. Wow.
Pretty good for an early game, 2-1 in favor of UCLM. But now I see how Steve Sanity plays with this Arlo. He has this mobility, he's not afraid. The Petrify is right there as well. D-Win with the Bracer's Rat looking for it, and he takes down this buff Dax.
Right. So this is going to be really, really interesting. We have the XP lane being occupied right now by both of these players, and Steve Sanity is going to engage. Just a little bit of tickle.
Wait, this hero has sustain?
This hero has sustain in his second skill when it is affected by its passive Dion.
Okay.
So it is very, very interesting to see Steve Sanity as well as with that Petrify. I think it's a very good skill to have.
So this is now a turtle game into the hands of UCLM. I think if they find Lord Yoji actually tried to go
very low and gets caught by that Monster King J Franco.
Monster King J was just, oh, I'm here, my guy. But Amy on fire, G-Win, Kudo in position right now, looking for a turtle fight. Steve Sanity in position as well. This is a 1v3 situation though, but I think they're looking for Monster King J on the top side.
Monster King J is just distracting them right now, and it's a free turtle right now.
Ooh, it is.
Monster King J doing so well to zone out these USJR right now. Very free turtle.
Great
as a result, Kadita could not
stun lockdown. Monster King J, the Fatal Links is right there, but suppressed to counter it all up as Lord Yoji, a 1-for-1 exchange. Not so much tank for tank. That was pretty good, Dax.
This is getting really worrying, especially for your Lord Yoji. We see him trying to make space, but at the same time gets cut down really, really easily by Steve Sanity and as well as the Paramis.
Oh, almost going down for the count. Dawn is right there. D-Win is in position, but I think the stun lockdown is not available. There's a follow-up whatsoever, and we have the Breath of the Ocean left alone to Petrify as well. 2-for-0 exchange, Dax.
That is crazy. I didn't even see that happen. Not gonna lie to you. I didn't even see that happen. Dawn right now is very low. The Dwin does go down for the count, but I don't think that's much of a difference right now. The gold is pretty much still the same. Now they have neck and neck in kills. We're waiting to see how this gold lane is going to pan out. Carry is just there, up there, just farming. While...
He's alone, actually.
Yeah, he's alone, so it's a free farm right now.
Free farm after free farm for Regner with this carry, and this is very
dangerous.
crucial.
It's going to be dangerous.
He is a key hero in taking down Monster King, 𝗂𝗓𝗓, and 𝗑𝗏. They're all tanky heroes, but with carry, he can melt them all down.
I really want to know what's the name of Kuroki's hero right now.
That's Nathan.
Oh, okay.
That's Nathan, my guy.
It's Nathan.
Pretty strong hero. And bottom side, I've never seen how an Arlo plays in a lane, but as I can see right now, super fast.
Arlo's
super
definitely a spammer. With that second
okay.
skill, definitely a spammer. He also has a stun in his first skill.
Top side though, 𝗑𝗏 is right here. The Federal Air Strike is available. He goes down for the count right away. He gets executed as 𝗑𝗏 as well. 1-for-1 exchange, but the only thing is, they have taken down the core hero for 𝐂𝐈𝐓-𝐷.
Alright, now... Oh, there's another engage here.
There's another engagement. Dawn on the chase down, but Kudo with the flight. Available right here.
Exchanging has... there's been a couple of exchange happenings. Luckily for USJR, it's been completely focused on Lord Yoji, which isn't exactly the most problematic thing since he's the support tank. And what's most important is for this Kadita and for this carry to get farm. On the other hand, 𝗠𝗏 has been getting beat up pretty heavily. Not very good for the
links. Red of the Ocean, and of course the rough waves.
Franco goes down easily for the count. That was such a misplay, honestly, being that deep without any backup.
Fast. They just want to go for engagement after engagement, and just like this, Kuroki, 𝗂𝐈𝐓-𝗏 is not afraid to take down
just
one.
like that, another down from Lord Yoji. I'm not sure what Lord Yoji is trying to... I know he's trying to make space here, but it's not really making any sense when he's always getting down every single time he tries to engage.
0-4 right now for Lord Yoji, so I think there must be adjustments made, but an Iron Hook is right here. Kudo is in position. Will there be a Federal Strike? I think there will be none.
Unfortunate. Kudo could not output enough damage, but to be fair, it's still early game. 16 on 16, 6 kills. Oh, Kadita.
Lord is just everywhere in this map.
Everywhere. Kadita goes for it, man.
Kadita is now 4-0-1. This is what I was talking about. Lord is the type of player that goes assassin mode, goes everywhere around the map, executing whoever he finds.
And in that fight, it was definitely a deep dive, knowing that tower was going to go down. And now USJR has a tower up on UCLM. Here we have a center right now, trying to get into their farm. Let's see what Dawn does here.
Kuroki though on the bottom side, left alone. We have the carry in position. 𝗑𝗏, will he get caught out? Lord Yoji is in a favorable position, but there is Lord once more trying to control. And look at Regner with the free hit. The fatal links is up to 1. He goes down for the count right away. 1-for-0 exchange, as this will possibly be a disengagement, but not for Lord. Looking down for more. The rough waves is right there.
Ooh.
Takes down 2. A 2-for-0 exchange, and I think they're still not done yet right here.
Unfortunately, 𝗠𝗏 has not been able to get ahead of this farm. Kudo, at the other hand, trying to stay in this lane, which is a pretty good thing for Kudo. Just being in that back lines, doing his ult, trying to get as much damage as possible. But what's damage if your team on the front can't sustain the hits? Now we have a free turtle for USJR.
Super good right now. The only thing I'm concerned right now is what's with that flicker mark right there for the side of Monster King J. Why is it cancelled?
Why is it cancelled?
Is it on Twitter?
Is it a glitch? What's going on? Is it just banned from flickering? This is a very fast game so far. It's only been 7 minutes, but there's so much activity, and the ulti goes down.
Knockback is right there. Dawn as well, looking for it right now. Deep in the front side, the Iron Hook will not connect, so that will just be Lord going down for the count. But Lord Yoji still has his fatal links. Let's see if he will use it, but I think they will just disengage.
Disengage here, smart. Again, Monster King J had its flicker cancelled for some reason.
I don't know why it's cancelled though.
Alright, now we have 2 towers up for both teams. Very, very interesting. Not really much is happening in terms of who is getting the upper hand. 𝗠𝗏 has to get ahead of this farm here, because Lord asked with the Kadita as well as Rainier with this carry seems to be unstoppable at this point. I wonder what Monster King J is going to do to create space. in this point in the game.
8-minute mark right now, and still 1K gold lead. Aminfar looking for it, and there is Federer strike. They have taken down Lord Yoji once more to the backside. Dawn will be pulled back, and Dawn will possibly go down for the count, but look at Lord with the rough wave, takes down one. But look at Arlo, Steve Sanity, man petrify, still not done yet, looking for the chase down, Ragnar will be taunted. D1 on the run, but look at Steve Sanity, another rough waves, tries to take down one more, decimation play, 3-0 exchange, Dax.
Dawn goes for it, goes for the kill immediately. Did you see Lord there going to the back lanes, trying to scatter them? And it did work. They scattered, and then they go down one by one by Dawn. Here we have another ulti.
It really was super efficient for Lord to find that kill on the backside. He had potential kills on his right side, but he went onto the left side with the single hero right there. A solo kill for him.
Kudo was lucky to get away scot-free. You know what I mean? On that fight. I feel like Kudo was definitely lucky there. Lord could have gone for more, but he had half health and for some reason went away. But you never know. Lord's positioning is just top tier at this point. You can't really question him.
But look at Ragnar right now, just soloing this Lord. Dawn in position as well. We have the Red 3 available for Dawn. D-Win, will there be a contest? We have Kudo now charging in and marching out in this bush side. Lord Yoji still doesn't have any taunt. Will there be a steal? The Federer check, but no. Lord Yoji goes down for the count. The pistol shot will be right there. He goes down for the count right away, but in the backside still alive and kicking. Maghanap sa dito to the iron hook. Magko-connect. Mamamatay ka agad. Tatakas na lang si Don dito, nahihirapan, and that will be a clash. Mid-side, there is a claw, but Arlo is in position, slides in! Possible kill! Steve Sanity going in once more, very low. The Nathan has high damage output right now, for Dawn will just escape. He will still be alive. Steve Sanity with the sustain, alive still, takes down two. Aiming on fire on the run, but I think Edith, this will be the end for you, as Steve Sanity is losing his mind right now.
You're gonna chase Dwin more?
Oh my god, another fatal links!
Kudo.
The hook is right there. Lord Yoji will be hooked, but that's a triple kill right now. Another slash, Monster King J, and another rough waves. They take down 4 Dax.
Oh my goodness. Steve Sanity was amazing in that clash while the Lord was fighting, while they were in clash.
Oh, another slide in! And another rot as well. I think Dwayne is going down for the count as well. Dax, what's going on?
Oh my god, what is going on? What's going on is that Arlo is a beast of a hero. We've seen him going to the back lines, immediately killing off Kudo and immediately chasing down the others that were like effectively taking down USJR.
He goes down for the count. But Lord! 3-man petrify! He takes down 2! Looking up for more. Monster King J left alone. Arlo on the slide. Takes down 1. I'm on fire. Left alone. A 5-man
Oh my god, this seems like a GG if they're gonna go for it.
And I think it really is.
Dwin is gonna go up.
What a control from Lord, and that's
GG's! That was a clean game coming from USJR Dion. At the moment when that Lord goes down, oh my goodness, that Arlo immediately wiped out half of the team coming from UCLM while they were trying to chase down the Martis and the others from USJR. Just now we have learned to not leave that Arlo alone, as well as with that Martis. That combo is terrifying, as we've seen here in these stats. Look at this.
Team fight participation for Steve Sanity with this Arlo, just everywhere on the map.
33% damage coming from Steve Sanity. That's just how dangerous this Arlo is. 33%.
And of course, we have to respect as well Lord with the perfect positioning.
Of course, Lord with the perfect positioning. Even in UCLM, we have to respect Kudo from that backlining, doing his best to be in the back, trying to dish out as much damage. If you didn't see, Kudo also had 35% damage output in that game. That was a great game, but unfortunately, UCLM and USJR came out on top of that game 1.
I think they got prepared, and I think they weren't prepared for the side of that Arlo pick. That Arlo pick was really out of nowhere.
I don't think anybody was expecting that. I don't think anybody had a counter to that at that moment. We see Arlo zipping and zapping because it resets. It resets. The second skill by resets every time it's marked. And then his ulti makes it so that all of the team that were affected by the sweep
gets marked. So when it dashes, it resets
That's
every
how
single
efficient
time.
It really is.
Yeah, and he
Going in.
sustains pa jud. It's
So,
crazy.
That really was a rare pick for the side of USJR. That's 1-0 for USJR versus UCLM. We'll be right back for game 2.
Three, two, one. Merry Christmas.
Bring back the magic this Christmas season with Virginia.
Five, four, three, two, one. Merry Christmas.
Bring back the magic this Christmas season with Virginia.
welcome back to CESAFI Esports League 2022. This is the playoffs, and now we're on to our second series of the day. We have now 1-0 for our UCLM versus USJR battle. So, Dax, tell me about the last game.
I would honestly say that was a pretty clean sweep, but let's give credit where credit is due. It was a bit slow momentum there in the early game. They were trying to find their footing, especially trying to get as much farm as possible. And by the end of it, it was kind of just a straight go towards that nexus, you know what I mean? And I'm not gonna lie, that Arlo really did surprise us. Like, that was a new hero, it was new skills, and I don't think UCLM was either prepared for that one as well.
Because who would have thought someone would pick Arlo today and would perform in a good manner?
Someone would pick a new hero in a tournament. Yeah, okay, but we have a 1-1 and a 𝗣𝗟𝗓 ban. 𝗣𝗟𝗓 obviously from UCLM was a ban.
Lord was pretty good.
Yeah.
Do you think they would ban Arlo in this game?
I don't think they should ban Arlo in terms of... I mean, if they do know what the hero can do, they shouldn't. Because I feel like it was just a little bit of adjustment there from UCLM trying to get past that Arlo, and that Martes especially comboing with that Arlo. I think at the end of the day, that 𝗣𝗟𝗓 was the most problematic.
Thing,
Arlo came up near the end pa. But 𝗣𝗟𝗓 was consistent the whole game. Diving. They did ban the Arlo. The two most problematic heroes from last game. But I'm sure USJR already has a plan for that. Because if they see, the Joy gets picked out now that it's not banned. Steve Sanity again with that Joy. Crazy. Another new hero.
Oh yeah, another new hero. Last game we talked about how Kari would actually melt down the tanky heroes on the side of UCLM, but it turned it around and it was actually Arlo and Lord who took down the damage output.
𝗣𝗟𝗓 was crazy on that game, and we can't wait to see what Lord and Steve Sanity is going to do with this new hero as well, Joy. Joy again, very interesting. A lot of dashes, a lot of resets, but okay, they do pick up the Faramis as well as Fredrin.
Super good hero for the core.
Super good sustain.
Two meta heroes right now for the side of UCLM. But the only problematic thing right now is how they will battle it all out with the Joy in this offlane.
Joy, I think, is problematic. Joy seems problematic, right? Like it seems very overwhelming to see such a hero like dash around, do a lot of damage as well. But I feel like with Joy squishiness at the end of the day, it could get brought down by that Faramis and as well that Fredrin.
I like this pick. This Melissa pick is super good. This is a complete counter towards this Fredrin.
Yeah, tell us about it.
His bubble can't let Fredrin taunt him in this game. So this is pretty much a good pickup towards a counter for Fredrin core.
Right. And again, that Martes is still there.
Oh yeah.
Martes is still there. As well, another problematic hero at the end.
That was 1-0 from last game, right?
Right. That was the same. Estes.
Blacklist International. Yes, this is a Blacklist International
roster, yeah. Very interesting.
Maybe they will go Matrix or Glue after this.
Glue's gonna be interesting. I want to see Glue, I think. I do want to see Glue.
Ban out the Eve, which is pretty good for the side, but I think for the side USJR, they must ban Glue or a marksman that is compatible towards UCLM's pickings or their draft right now.
Which pick so far? Okay. Esmeralda ban. Surprisingly, we haven't seen an Esmeralda.
Yeah, we haven't seen. It's out of the patch. Not much of armor steals from this hero ever since he got there.
Unfortunate. We'd love to see Esmeralda.
Do you remember when Esmeralda just got out of the game?
Yeah,
this guy just goes into the enemy base, not afraid.
Just spinning. Just
dancing all around.
Dancing, spinning. Okay. Rocky with the carry. They took the carry this time. So I wonder what they're gonna do. They didn't end up picking Beatrix.
I hear it. This is what I was talking about. Lord with this Gusion, super efficient.
Do you think he's gonna go mid?
Yeah, he really is. Shadowblade Daggers going in. He always goes mid if he goes for Gusion.
Interesting. Love to see it happen.
The thing about USJR is they're letting Lord Yoji become the bait most of the time. He was 0-8 for some time in that last game. That's somehow they won.
Yeah, right. Lord Yoji was creating space, but at the same time
was
dying,
dying,
like pretty much feeding.
Yeah, pretty much feeding.
Pretty much feeding. But like, it's not like it's useless, right?
Yeah.
Like his deaths and his assists were both scaling at the same time. So maybe that's just their tactic. I wouldn't know. Honestly, it's a very interesting play. Just run.
Yeah, maybe that's their strategy. And I mean, far Grok off lane. I've seen him play this last week. I mean, last week.
How well? How well they do?
It was the type of Grok that goes for one-hit build, so it was pretty good. But right now, as I can see, UCLM, they're going for meta picks. This is the type of draft that goes by what this is called Ubi's shot or ultimate bonding experience. They go around each other where they can't die whenever they're near
all
each other,
together.
especially with the Estes and the Fire Mist available. But USJR, the problematic thing is the Joy.
The joy. Do you think the joy is gonna cut off and like make them scatter like what Arlo did in the last game?
Yeah, this is what I was. You're actually right. Considering that they're always
Together.
the Joy has this ability to actually just dash in and out inside of their.
Make them scatter. As well as that joy ulti. That joy ulti again. I think it's the craziest ulti. One of the craziest ultis so far within the new heroes. Like he's basically just a ticking bomb.
Yes, sir.
Going through, dashing
Yes,
and
sir.
exploding.
Electrifying beats.
So good, so good.
Lord Yoji, right? He has the skin!
He has the skin. Look at that.
This guy is rich.
Look at the beautiful Japanese Yakuza skin.
This is some Naruto thing going on right now. A Susanoo for his
Susanoo.
Yeah, a Susanoo for his side right now. I'm very worried about how Lord would progress right now. This mid side, Gushun, I know how he plays. After like 2 waves of creeps, he goes down to mid or bot, and this could be very problematic. Right now, he's gonna stay for a bit. I think he's just gonna clear the waves. But Lord Yoji though, what are your expectations? Will he guard up Ragnar for the most of the games, or will he rotate around? But the Iron Hook, Ragnar looking for the damage output, but Ken above all will just back out to the situation.
Alright, Lord Yoji is definitely just tickling everyone right now. He went from bot all the way to top, immediately trying to get that space in. He's not dying as much anymore, but he is still getting those really early delays. I think that's what he does best, especially last game, just delaying the enemy team from their farm, from their positioning.
Map awareness and
so
everything.
it's really good. And another hook.
This guy is super good.
Steals that. That was dirty. That was kind of dirty. Like, why would you do that? Like,
Brethren wasn't prepared.
Was not prepared
My
at
guy
all.
was flabbergasted for some reason. But look at Joy right now, just cutting down some waves, and look at Lord level 4, Shadowblade now on with 2 stacks. So Kudo and this bottom lane must be very careful.
But I think what's interesting about Joy is that you can't just dash willy-nilly, right? You have to time it, because there's a beat to it.
Yeah, there's a beat to it before you can pop out the electrifying beats. But now with the Lord is right here. D-Win is available in position. Dawn going in and charging in. Lord Yoji the backside. The hook is right there. But we now have the Cold Altar available to suppress as well. Considering that they can proceed for more. But Appraiser's Wrath actually takes down 2 as UCLM looking down for more Steve Sanity with that electrifying beats in the mid side with the Vengeance pop right here. Will there be a turtle steal? But there will be none.
Alright, we already see a little bit of that strategy coming from Steve Sanity here, where he's trying to separate that Estes from the turtle. We saw that happen, and unfortunately did not pan out, but we do see that happening, and it is pretty much effective, especially trying to get away with that Estes. That Estes was already low, running for his life. Joy was just gunning him down while the rest of his teammates tried to get a turtle. Unfortunately, did not happen though. But I'm willing to see that plays are still coming.
Lord right now, will there be a pullback? And there it is. He's still not dead though. Lord Yoji is right here. The Iron Hook will not connect. So this is a safe place for Lord right now.
Lord seems to be struggling here. Do you think so?
Yeah, he really is. He got late in towards, or maybe everyone for the side of UCLM is just too tanky right now.
Right, yeah. But look at Steve Sanity right now, basically just cutting off that lane. Grok also at the same time doing it. He saw that happen, and he's just trying to counter it as well. So
USGR actually taking down the buffs right here for their side. And get above all, the Iron Hook will connect the Shadow Blade Slaughter is right there, eradicated.
That was
Splash.
a sanitary kill.
Yes,
that was a
sir.
clean sanitary kill, I would say.
A clean sanitary kill indeed, as this is now 1-2. Grok now cutting down in the spot side as
Look at
they
this
will try to
Grok.
push down top
Is nobody
side.
going to punish this Grok? I feel like
I think they will ignore this Grok for the time
for
being.
the time being.
Steve Sanity just jumping in and out, not afraid whatsoever, but now having a fire in position. D-Win will be the target. Look at Steve Sanity, he's not afraid of
Not
D-Win.
afraid.
The taunt is right there, but he's really not afraid as they will look for to take down this tower. Lord Yoji is right there, and Dawn in the front side trying to charge in. Lord Yoji will there be a suppress. There will be none, and in the backside, let's look at Kudo. He takes down one, taking down for two. A two-man wall charge, but there is the bubble from Ragnar. Looking down for Dawn. Will there be a submission play? There is no one dying yet, but now Ragnar with the needles. D-Win looking for a taunt, chasing down for Ragnar. There is no bubble, can't above all.
There's
Will
no
he
way,
go
there's no
down?
way.
He
Oh, he
takes
goes down.
down three before going down for the combat. Look at Steve Sanity.
Steve Sanity?
Not afraid.
Wow. Did you see that fight? Did you see that fight? That Ragnar did not want to go down without killing another person.
Yes, sir. Lord
Now
Yoji.
that's sportsmanship, I'd say.
Yes, sir. Steve Sanity now with electrifying beats. This is the 4v3 situation. Lord Yoji in position, Lord as well. They have the Shadow Blade Slaughter for this turtle fight, but right now they lack their members for the side of USJR. So I think they'll just disengage.
Steve Sanity has been doing a lot of roaming around, and I'm not sure what he's trying to achieve here because he doesn't have the damage right now.
I'm on fire. Look at him right now. He has a wild charge available. He will just zone out. There you go, the wild charge, but it will go down to the hands of D-Win. Dawn will just back out the situation. There will be a pullback, but of course the wall slashes will create that anti-crowd control to make him escape.
That is another turtle from UCLM. That is some good consistency with the objectives there. Seems like that Fredrin is really doing well, especially for their core, wanting to get those objectives.
Oh, look at Steve Sanity just dashing in and out with electrifying beats, but look at this
Yeah,
bottom
again,
side.
this is no damage. This is no damage here. Like, UCLM right now is just so tanky with the win, Estes, as well as that Grok. Crazy good. I don't know what Steve Sanity could do at this point. Maybe try and get a lot of farm. Maybe try rat. He's been ratting a little while, so I think that's where you should focus on.
Iron on the backside. D-Win is right here. Dawn looking for a claw. D-Win trying to chase down for Dawn, but I think Ragnar's right there. The Shadow Blade Slaughter trying to chase down for more, but we have the Cold Altar to save them all. Backside, Dawn is going down for the count. Ragnar still alive and kicking, but that will be a complete counter play. Cold Altar saves the day, Ducks.
I think USGR really has to work on how they're going to approach these team fights.
Oh, free hit right now for the side of Ragnar. Steve Sanity in the front side with electrifying beast chasing down for Kuroki. Looking down for more. You're not going anywhere. Ragnar still looking down for more. Steve Sanity as well. Amming and Fire is left alone. But that's it. Steve Sanity with that single target.
Right.
Just looking for Kuroki in that clash.
That was, I think USGR really has to work on how they're going to approach these team fights. Because right now they're neck and neck, but it still could go all the way for UCLM here. Because aside from Franco, from Lord Yoji, the rest of these heroes aren't really the most sustainable heroes, or they're really the most tankiest. So when Lord gets picked off first, which is he always is for some reason, as well as Dawn, it's almost always over because Ragnar could not sustain like the free hit that he is doing already. Because
Yes, sir.
if Lord Yoji could just position himself a little bit better in those team fights, Ragnar could pop off a little bit more on those free hits and actually get the damage that he is already doing, by the way.
Yeah, that's indeed true. But this turtle will go down to the hands of this Frederick, looking down for more. The Cold Altar will be popped right away, but Steve Sanity in the backside, looking for a Shadow Blade Slaughter is not right there.
Steve
Still alive
Sanity.
and kicking for Steve Sanity. Will there be a vengeance? He goes down for the count right away. But Lord Yoji is still in position. Dawn as well will just disengage. Ragnar looking for a free hit. But that will just be a disengagement for the side of USJR. They're having trouble. Oh! Right there! Shadow Blade Slaughter! On the right side. Ragnar having this free hit right now. What a hook for the side. Lord Yoji.
Oh my god, that flicker up all the way to the tower. Insane! It's out!
It really is
Madness!
insane.
It's madness!
Lord Yoji, was it? What was Monster King J again? Wasn't Monster King J playing a while ago?
Yeah, a while ago.
I
He
got
was
switched out.
playing Monster King J.
Okay, this guy's a 6-man. But anyway, 9-9, what a hook right there for the side of Lord Yoji.
The tower does go down though, but it's not to worry. It's not to worry. They have 3 towers here from USJR, 2 towers here from UCLM. Seems like a pretty fair game. Still 25-25 gold, 9-9 kills. Still could go either way. This is exactly what happened last game, where there's just a sharing of momentum, basically just passing off to each other, and then just them trying to get that last pivot into that end game, right?
Yes, sir. While the camera was out, they have killed down Hamming and Fire, and D-Win is left for all right here. The taunt is right there. Ragnar having a free hit. Kudo looking for a leash, but there will be none. This will be disengagement. I thought they would push down, but the creep waves was not available.
Right, that was smart.
Smart. D-Win though. He's having trouble.
D-Win.
Dwin or D-Win?
I'm gonna say Dwin. But Dwin has been nothing but good in this game. 0 that.
Oh, another hook right there! Dwin will be caught up, but he will not die, as there will be a dash and there will be a save from Kudo and the rest of the gang.
Right, if only Kudo got hooked or any other person got hooked except for Dwin, that would have been a great pick off right there.
Another hook right there! Oh my God! He's not stopping at all!
Happening?
We have the cold altar, the Shadow Blade Starter looking for it down the mid side, but look at the free hit right now for Kuroki. He takes down Dawn. Ragnar on the run. He goes down for the count, and Lord Yoji gets pulled back right away. Tries to go out, but Kuroki with the dashes is just right there.
How does this keep happening? It keeps happening, Dion.
I don't know why they get the hooks that they want, but the follow-up damage is just not enough.
And they get overwhelmed at the same time, and the Lord as well.
Lord left alone in the backside. Steve Sanity, Emmons 5. 1v5 for Steve Sanity, still alive.
This is
the only problematic thing, I think Lord should have gone for a flicker instead of a petrify. Because he can go in whenever someone gets stuck right away.
Right. He needs that extra mobility.
This is a Lord takedown right now. 10-12 in the scoreboard. 3k gold lead. Not so big whatsoever.
The map is entirely free right now for UCLM to get up that farm. As what they're doing right now with the 29-33 gold lead for UCLM.
Lord Yoji with the hooks, but somehow UCLM just finds a way to counter it all up. They have a counter card whenever someone gets hooked.
Right, but I don't think this is still the end. This is not still the end. This is still pretty much neck and neck in my book.
Lord, another hook! Lord, but there is the altar once again. He tries to look forward. Kuroki is right there. Ragnar with the damage output. It's actually so high. Having on fire, being the target right now. Looking for a wall charge. Tries to escape.
Oh, gets airborne.
Airborne it is. That was
so unfortunate. So sayang.
Yes, sir. Oh, backside down. It's a press 1. They take down possible 2. Dawn chasing down for Kenababal and T-Win on the run right here. Steve Sanity. Okay, the vengeance is swapped. Looking down for more.
Has to get it.
Escape. Channel Blade.
Gets it.
Another hook. Another hook. Steve Sanity is dead though, but that's a good pick off. They take down for
Lord Yoji, the fisherman.
The fisherman. He never gets his hook. Dude, man. He's so accurate. If he hooks this, okay.
Oh my goodness.
If he hooks someone again, I'm gonna transfer to USJR.
Like real.
I'm just kidding. I love USC. So anyway, back to the whole game, guys. 14-13. Let's forget about everything. So. So anyway, guys.
Undeniable. Really setting the pace here. The momentum for USJR to just take away the game.
Kuroki though, the only problematic thing right now is Lord Yoji hooks anyone, but I think the only one he needs to hook is this Faramis Kudo, because he has the cold altar. Once he hooks anyone else, and the cold altar gets popped right away, no one dies.
Exactly.
And they get countered right away. It's kinda hard, but that's the only possible way they can win this.
Look at them stalking each other, just stalking each other right now. Just playing around the Lord right now. They know they want to get the Lord. It's whoever gets the Lord probably wins this game.
Look at the gameplay they're doing. They're putting down this Joy in his top side. They're letting Lord hide in the bushes, because if someone goes to Joy right here, they can actually assassinate him right away with the use of the Shadow Blade Slaughter.
Here we go, some vision here for Joy. Goes to the ground. A little bit of tickle. They're gonna ignore that Joy.
Yeah, they're gonna ignore. But the good thing about Joy though is he's very fast, and right now
He's
Don is already
already here.
starting in. D-Win tried to go in, backside though. Steve Sanity tried to charge in. The
Win
Shadow
might go
Boys
down.
tried to hold the other move right away. Looking for Steve Sanity to vengeance pop, but he's looking down for Kuroki. He takes down Don, but look at it. He goes down for the Lord Yoji with the suppress. I think there's no damage whatsoever, but the Ragnar with the free hit. They take
Good
down 2 for
exchange.
2.
Good exchange. Good
Good
exchange. Good exchange. Oh my goodness, that was a good exchange. That's the best I think that these both teams could have asked for.
So Lord
Lord
Ragnar
will be free.
Lord will be free.
Lord
but
will be free for now.
I think they will not take down the turtle. The Shadow Blade Slaughter is available if they want to take down anyone.
Right.
The problematic thing is Kudo is still there.
Right.
He's always everywhere.
But they both don't have any Rechi, so it's a very risky play to go for the Lord right now. This Grok is gonna go in with that wild charge. Up, the walls up. Walling themselves.
Yeah, they're walling themselves. But the good thing is Dawn can arrive faster, so they can start the Lord now. The Retribution is in their hands if they want to go for it. Amming on
Dawn is
fire in
here.
position. Lord. Oh,
This is a
but
free
no,
Lord.
the
This is a
nature
Lord.
is
This is a
right
Lord right
there.
here.
A
Big
free
Sanity just
Lord.
scattering them right
Yes,
now.
sir. Really good indeed. Shadow Blade Slaughter is right
gonna
there.
hook.
Control. And wall charges right there to hold the altar as well. Trying to control out everything. Steve Sanity goes down for the Kuroki with that free hit. But look at Dawn. Will there be a decimation? There will be none. 2 for 2 exchange.
Good kill on that
Amming on
Estes.
fire. Yeah, really good kill. But Kudo still alive.
Kudo is still alive, still kicking.
This guy doesn't die somehow.
I don't think this will be the last Lord. Unfortunately, we will have to stay up the entire night for this game.
They really can't find a way to end the game if Kudo is alive. If they hook Kudo, it will be the end of it right away.
On the other hand, if UCLM can't get Rainier, they also can't push as much as they can.
But look at Lord Yoji looking for it right now.
Looking for fish.
Well,
He's
there's
looking for fish.
Oh! Let's
The
go.
fisherman.
Dawn looking for an escape, and
Dwayne
D-Win.
might get hooked. Oh my God, the damage!
Holy charges right there! Decimation play. D-Win still alive, but
The
no,
Kudo.
right there goes down for the count. Lord Yoji, will there be a hook?
Can we
Will
see a
there
hook,
be
please?
miracle? No, there is no miracle.
No fish.
No fish
No
right
fish.
now.
No fish.
Lord
Did you see
Yoji.
that damage?
Yes, sir.
Completely demolishing Dwayne.
D-Win is even a tank hero, and he demolishes him in like 2 seconds.
No kill though, but
Yeah,
still great.
yeah.
Still good damage.
Evident. Look at Lord, look at Lord. If he can find Kuroki, oh no. This guy is from USCTC. He knows everything. So anyway, Lord right now and Lord Yoji positioning themselves in a way where they can find Kuroki. Steve Sanity is having a hard time. As we can see right now, if Steve Sanity goes into the back lines, he gets eradicated right away to the damage output for the side of Kuroki.
But I think that's exactly what they need right now. They need a distraction right now to get them away. And I think that's what exactly Steve Sanity is going to do here. He has the mobility, he has the capabilities to go in the back lines, do a little damage, and maybe get out. Or just end it completely.
Look at Steve Sanity.
Yeah,
just waiting.
Just waiting for that wave
This
to
is
clear
the
up.
waiting game. Will there be an iron hook? The spider
Clash,
senses are
clash,
tingling.
clash,
Lord
clash.
Yoji
Let's
finding
go.
D-Win. Will there
Dwayne
be
gets down.
Steve Sanity to the backside? The cold down to be the bumper.
There's no hook.
Tries to take down. Kuroki goes down for the counter. Lord Yoji with the suppress. Kudo is right here. Ragnar with the free hit. Steve Sanity chasing for Kent above all. USC Dawn is right there, aiming on fire. Looking
Is this the
for
end?
a kill.
Is this
And
the end?
once again,
Is this the
aiming on
end?
fire. They take down 4. Kudo left alone. 1v5. Will there be a defense? Oh,
They need the
it's not
minions.
there.
It's
And
there.
GG.
GG's.
2-0.
USAR the second game, winning the series versus UCLM.
Props to Lord. Props to Steve Sanity. And props to Lord Yoji.
I think I need to recover. I think I need to. Oh my God.
That was a pretty good game.
Lord Yoji. How many hooks was that? Did we even count?
20 plus, I guess 30 plus. It doesn't matter, they won.
43% damage outcome from Ragnar. Ragnar.
That's how high his damage output is. This guy's pretty good. What can you say about the game?
Yo, I'm just in shock right now. Steve Sanity there with the rats, with the scatter, with the distractions. Lord is there,
Catching
being in the
Kuroki.
front lines, getting those essential pickoffs. and Lord Yoji with the hooks. With the hooks. How many hooks? How many?
Like more than
The fisherman.
The fisherman.
The fisherman.
This is his title
Lord
now.
Yoji got more fish than Jesus when he was distributing. I swear to God, there were so many hooks. I swear to you. I swear to you.
Dax, I would like to remind you that Holy Week is next week.
Amen. Amen.
But anyway, that's indeed true.
Oh my goodness. That was an amazing game. Props to USGR for winning that
That's
game.
his title now, The Fisherman.
The fisherman.
Lord Yoji. Guys, gotta watch out. The Fisherman is here.
The fisherman is here. In a while, we'll see the teams getting interviewed. So I'm really excited to see that or watch that.
Can we interview Lord Yoji?
Lord Yoji. Exclusive interview for your Lord Yoji, please.
He's a pretty good player.
Good player.
I gotta say, Lord did a lot too, but in terms of interesting pickups, it was Lord Yoji.
UCLM fought so hard though.
Yes, sir.
They did. Such a good place for UCLM.
They had a
Big
good
damage.
counter.
Good counter,
Props to
big
Kudo.
damage. Grok was also amazing in that game.
But
Kudo.
Kudo, man, was just everywhere. If the game progressed a lot more, it could have been more difficult considering that Kudo would get more damage output and cooldown reductions as well. Cold Altar would be everywhere.
Amazing game. I could only say props. Although it was a wipe, even though it was a wipe like 2-0, it was still amazing coming from USGR as well as UCLM.
So yeah, that was indeed a very fun game and a very interesting game. We now have a title for Lord Yoji, which is the Fisherman. And of course, we're your casters for today. I am Dion and I'm here. Casters for today. I'm Dion and this is Oko. And yeah, let's proceed to the next part of the show.
What's up, CL fans? We just witnessed the legendary win of the 𝐕-𝐔 against the UCLM Webmasters. And here with me today, that win would not have been possible without the MVP of the day, Mr. First question, sir, how are you feeling? You are now having a spot, you're granted a spot in the semifinals. How does it feel?
Feeling great.
So, how did you prepare for today's game?
Wala kayo ni practice. Every week,
So, how did you, or what were your strategies or mindset coming into today's game?
game to parang is man sila. So, ako i-pay to. Kita ko yung skills sa amin. So, dito na lang-skill. Dito
That's it. That's the same name, sir?
well done.
That's it, brother of the USGR Adelante. Now it is time for you to give a huge shout out to your fans, family, and friends.
Shout out Shout out to you guys.
Don't forget that you may feel the on-game heat from the comfort of your seats through following our social media page, CESAFI Esports League on Facebook. This is your 𝐂𝐈𝐓-𝐔, your CEL host, here in the battlefield for the CESAFI Esports League Season 1 at CITU Broadcasting Lab. See you on the next one.
Bring back the magic this Christmas season with Virginia.
Five, four, three, two, one. Merry Christmas!
Bring back the magic this Christmas season with Virginia.